That was a nice little deck of cards.
I was. No, not the three he gave me.
I don't know. I had a whole
It was in there.
deck of Wonder Silence
shop
that would have been available for you guys to potentially stumble upon in Waterdeep.
Awesome thing. It's called Animated Shield. Basically, a shield you speak the command word to, and it floats around you.
Table it.
Protects you.
Table it. Alright, so we're going to go over actions in combat just because Josh is new. He might not know about it, and I might try to get in the habit of doing that for y'all. Every week is just going over one random bullet point in the rules and ask questions y'all got. I was telling Brad, he's got a lot of questions for me that throughout the week or the 2 weeks, depending on how many questions y'all give me, I can be working on those through the week. That way we don't bring them at the table and then it bogs down for start at times. So I'll read about actions in combat in the player handbook. When you take your action on your turn, you can take one of the actions presented here, an action you gain from your class or a special feature, or an action that you improvise. Many monsters have action options in their own stat lines. An action not detailed elsewhere in the rules, the DM tells you whether that action is possible and what kind of roll you'll need to make, if any, to determine success or failure. So there's obviously the attack option. There's cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, help, the hide action, ready an action, search, or use an object are all examples of actions you can take in combat. Casting a spell, wizards, clerics, and many monsters have spells that can cast to great effect in combat. Each spell has a casting time, which specifies whether the caster must use an action, a reaction, or several minutes in combat, or even hours to cast a spell. Casting a spell is therefore not necessarily an action. Most spells do have a casting time of one action. So a spellcaster often uses his or her action in combat to cast that spell. But there are special rules in Chapter 10 that expand upon that list of different ways you can use spells involving more than just an action. The dash action, you can take that, gains an extra movement for your current turn. So what that is basically coupling your movement and your action to just double your speed. With a speed of 30 feet, for example, you can move up to 60 feet on your turn if you dash. Any increase or decrease to your speed changes this additional movement by the same amount. So if your speed of 30 is reduced to 50, for instance, you can move up to 30 feet on your turn if you dash. Disengage action allows you to move away from your opponent if you're in melee striking range, and that doesn't provoke attack of opportunities from them, which is their reaction, which certain condition effects take away reactions for certain spells. You can do the help action. You can lend your aid to another creature in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on their next ability check. So, for example, if Soul throws his net on Artemis and Ayrton wants to help her get out, then his action would be to help, and on her turn, her action would be a strength check to take the net off, where she would have advantage.
When would
that I don't know. When would that happen?
Maybe one time she accidentally punches you again.
Yeah, so that's an example of the help action.
That's happening.
It's kind of like
Just a
holding your
realistic
turn,
example.
and it comes into play on the turn of the person you're going. So it really depends a lot on the initiative orders too. So. The dodge action, if you focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. You lose this benefit if you are incapacitated or if your speed drops to 0. So that's an example of some combat rules. YouTube, thanks for tuning in to our channel. This is our 10th episode, first of which will be uploaded, and
Third witch is missing.
yeah, some of our team isn't here. We're missing Patrick Core, played by Adam McCann, and we have a guy that our tech guy Justin plays Ayrton. We kind of phase his character out. He may or may not show up for sessions. So anyway, last week on D&D, we settled on planar problems will be the name of this arc.
Who knows?
You guys have been in Waterdeep. The mini Gargax has led you through on this tour through this basically a police state. Waterdeep. It's an authoritarian government. They're trying to just shuttle people in and out Any of you that's been in the serving industry kind of know it's basically just like the server trying to get their table turned over, that way they can get somebody else in there, because he's told you if everybody were to spill out into the streets at one time, there wouldn't be enough room for anybody. So, and getting you guys in and out, they've also been able to do a lot monetarily for the city, in that they've taken on carrying parcels to most of the Forgotten Realms by anybody that comes in through the city. They're expected also to leave taking a parcel. With the laws of the land levied against them if anything happens to the package, if you steal it or whatever. So you all mainly took the tour, bought your various items. Petrichor split off for a brief moment to try to find out information at the dock ward about whether or not he could get a lead on who burned down his homestead, with his mother being she's missing, and who attacked his ship. So he reconvened with you guys at the J Jug, where Sol was presented a contract to basically bring about harm for Dursba just for her delight, and to kind of levy some kind of consequence, or put her thumb on Sol and try to maybe put a blemish on his soul a little bit, and but at the same time offer help, and again just as a teaser for her trying to this is her MO. Hags just they spurn the gods and the chance they get, and this is the perfect opportunity. She sees it as, okay, quid pro quo, I've got something for you, maybe you can do this for me, and kind of jab at Tyr, the main god who only has one hand. She had asked Sol to cut off his right arm at the elbow, and at which time, not having complete control of her members, Artemis went and snatched the document out of Sol's hand and read it aloud to the group, and you all tarried in there for the rest of what developed. That you tried to gut check the night hag, and she just kind of caught your fist, laughed it off, and realizing the immensity of her strength, just bearing down on you and sitting you down forcefully, and you just kind of sheepishly sank back in your seat, and let the events unfold. You didn't have much to say after that. Kind of not really crushing your spirits, but you're also in a place of you don't have full control of your body anyway, and you don't want to perturb her demeanor, so you just kind of chillax after cursing him out for throwing it out. Because I felt like that's what you would do. So, and then she cast a vision of the future for you all, wherein you've seen Waterdeep, the City of Splendors, being beset with motes of fire coming out from aerial skiffs and planar raiders of the Githyanki, and one denizen of Waterdeep was running through the streets yelling, "The dock ward is lost! It's bathed in flames!" And then Githyanki Silversword burst through his torso and sprayed blood everywhere. And then you've seen the cause of a lot of the calamity and the casualty in the city. 29 dead guards was a great neophyte applied to the city, and you all put a hurt on it. It was supposed to kill you guys in the vision.
Yeah, it's just definitely, it's
But
like a
thanks to-
tablet, but weaker.
Thanks to a lot of natural 20s, you guys bested it.
It's mine.
And so after that, you shot for the rest of the night away, because unlike Red Larch, the city doesn't sleep at sundown. You acquired the remainder of your magical items, got rid of all your biological components, returned to J Jug for the night. We'll say now, picking up right there, that you slept and did your various wood carvings or whatever, what have you. And,
Did we sleep?
yes, you slept. That's how it is.
So we're back at full health.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
you
sweet. That's
can
why.
replenish your health and spell slots.
Was that 4 hours of wood carving?
Yeah, that's what you need. Now, bear in mind, you don't have a full carpenter's tool set. We specified that you only have like the speed square, but you didn't know what that is a triangle that you can do.
I'm still getting better. I'm in the first 10
You have
hours.
that. You have
I'm in the first 100
chisel
hours.
and a small hammer. You don't have much to go on. When you you talk about wood carving, you're making crude statuettes and you know,
Hey, with love.
wooden ninja swords with
Go.
or you don't have much. Whatever, if you wish to do anything that would amount to anything as far as adding to your inventory, you're going to have to run that by me. And so, anyway.
Really, what? How do you put? How do you really judge artists?
Do what?
Camera keeps losing focus.
Losing focus?
Probably because it's kind of focusing on your back.
Probably a lot. I don't know. Sorry about that. All right, so. Let's see.
I still want to go to more stores.
Leave that up to the group. Leave that up to everybody.
Okay.
All right, so. The day's begun. It's about y'all stayed out shopping a little bit later. You have a fitful night's sleep about the divination. Y'all wake up about 10 o'clock. So you go on, put it back on your
What day is it?
armor. It is the 26th of California, I believe now. No. That's not right.
Yeah. No. You got it on auto. Yeah, you got it on autofocus, or you got it on.
I don't know, bro.
manual? Yeah, it's you. It's because you're sitting closest to it. I bet.
There we go.
So, I'll lift out.
Yep. In and out.
Throw that out the building. I'll transition it. Cut some stuff out. Put the video in. Do transition filters. Pictures that are at flare.
And continuity of us sitting around talking.
Anyway, yeah, I think it's the 20th. It'll be the 26th now, and I will retcon that. I'll find it later.
It's a
Sounds good to
26th
me.
of what?
Python.
Python?
Yeah.
KYTHOR.
Almost Primbo.
There it is. Y'all 5 days. I left that on the 19th. I think this morning is the 25th actually. Pretty sure. Yeah. No, it's the 26th. Yeah, because y'all slept on the 25th. I apologize. It is the 26th. You guys want to do?
I want to either go get items inspected. Ethan, not in town. Here in town.
No, he is on his way to Summit Hall. You guys stayed one night there. And so that made for a day's travel for him. You have 4 days travel left to Summit Hall, and you're a day away from the park.
I want to go look at more stuff at the shops, talk to the people at the church, see if they can do inspect magic, and go somewhere where I
Are
can.
you Brad telling me this, or you at the party sitting down there?
I'm
Jay
saying
Jug
to
at the table?
everybody here that I want to do those, and then go get I want to go get some stuff for spells. Some holy water and powdered silver and iron. Maybe y'all are interested in doing any of that with me. I would do the buddy system because I almost got mugged last time. if it wasn't for a really keen luck of intimidation. 2 people rolled up on me and Petrichord. And
They'll be willy-nilly throwing nets whichever which way?
hey, only if it calls for it. I will admit that I have.
Me and
I
Pepper
have-
both here have been struck by your nets.
I'll admit I've been a little net throwing in the past.
Little net
I've been a
happy,
little.
yeah.
I've been a little little loose with my net throwing, but also I'm very aware of that, and I'm trying to pull back a little bit, especially for at least party members and familiars associated, because there's only one net available. So,
Okay. I'll go with you, and maybe my doom hands,
yeah.
won't strike you. I'll just strike a
That-
passerby or something.
Is Doom Hands better than Monster Hands, or is it just when I say it?
Don't talk about
All
my.
right, go ahead.
I mean, they look better now.
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, they do look much better. What is that? Was it 8?
Yeah, that'd be an 8. So when you roll under, so you maintain full control of your.
I want to just like
Monster
specify
hands.
that from now on, still, anytime me and Stephanie are talking, I'm keeping it in the top 3 of priorities of anytime we have a conversation to stay like a
Out of
swing,
punching range.
like
Out of melee
like
range.
where a swing could just go between us.
Are we like social distancing? 6 feet?
Yeah, we're like
So about this
we're
time,
like being friends. as
Dominic
close as we
Gargax
can.
walks in and he looks straight to the proprietor or the bartender. Yes. I'm looking for. Well, actually, here they are. I apologize. And he starts walking towards your table. Ah, yes. Well rested.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the elephant guy?
Have you eaten?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Well rested and eaten. And yes. Well, excellent. I came to tell you that you did not inform anybody that your beasts of burden, as they are helping out in the fields of amends, you had a chicken in one of your saddlebags, and it has terrorized the warden and many of the inmates. And
I
so
don't think that's ours.
it is now close to the noon hour. Not quite, it's encroaching upon it. It's you kind of slept in past the hour that you would have collected them and left, and so they've set about on new tasks with the horses.
I don't think that's our chicken. Our chicken
Well,
wouldn't
they
do
would
something
like
like that.
they are going to proceed with a few tasks they have in mind, and so you have about another hour. And then, if you could, we'll come back and check on you, or if you know where you'd be, you could just meet us at the troll gate. You're not expected right now. You've slept in kind of late, and so they're working with your steeds again now, and so but they're just they're in the yoke and walking forward and tilling up the ground.
They kill it?
Some of them, the chicken. No. It was presumed yours, and so
Why?
it has been apprehended and it is
Why?
set in the coop because it was with your animals. No hurt, no harm, no damage is done.
Did you kill it?
The chicken is well. It is innocent.
It terrorized
Anyway, you were not
everybody
expected
and killed.
till about take till about noon, and then meet us at the north gate of the troll gate, and you can be on your way.
Sounds good.
Excellent. He stands up and walks out.
We're gonna kill that fucking chicken.
Carl wouldn't be happy if you killed his chicken.
Crom's not here.
I've got to watch out for the chicken.
It's a suggestion that we should kill the chicken if it's terrorizing people to where they're bringing it up and we're gonna have to pay for it.
I mean, it's chicken.
Are you taking responsibility for battle chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, you've taken over custody of 2 familiars now.
Yeah. I have the good two again.
Yeah. So what time is it?
Right now it's about 10 o'clock.
And we got 2 hours before we have to be over. Where do we want to go to? I'm good for like alchemist shop, church, and you can speak on my behalf that I'm not trying to like curse people with items just because I'm interested in things.
You know,
And-
you say that, but I don't know that, so I can't.
wanting
I
to go
can't
back to
lie.
that.
I can't lie to a holy man.
And I'm not lying to you
And how do I know that?
because I'm not having to roll for it.
What do you mean roll for it? Are you
It's
okay,
just-
Saul?
Something about being in this plane of existence is just people just jump to conclusions. You just ask about something because you're interested, and it's like, as we say in my plane of existence, it's like trying to get Democrats and Republicans to talk about social networks and stuff like that. It's not going to fly with you. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. But honestly, I want to go get items inspected. I feel like the church might help.
Why not just go to like a magician, like a magic shop, or
We could try that.
I'm pretty sure there's a shop around here that's specifically designated for just that very purpose.
But it's a spell.
Okay.
And
That magicians would know?
Maybe.
Pretty sure the magicians make spells.
But I'm pretty sure the people at the church do spells as well. And I have to get holy water, which I don't know if a magician or alchemist shop would have, and I assume they'd have it at the church. So which one do you go to?
Magic shop.
Let's go to a magic shop. Is there a magic alchemy shop? Is there like a collaboration shop in Waterdeep? God.
Probably.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
An apothecary of sorts.
An apothecary, that would be good. Sounds magical.
Let's see, what was her name? Laura?
Mm. I don't know if I knew
Oh
the name
no,
you're talking
you
about.
didn't get to meet them. Just kidding.
What is the name of the spell?
Oh, you mean
if I'm
in the
magic, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can get to meet very new people in the city.
Before you go on a wild goose chase for brevity,
I feel like I'm gonna meet someone as like slightly crazy and ruthless as me eventually. We're gonna settle down and have kids, but we're gonna teach them magic. Because we've learned from all the challenges we've had before. That is like trying to steal stuff and kill people and decapitation and whatnot.
That's dreaming of the future. All
Yeah,
these
I
little
mean-
murder babies.
I would just want better for them. I feel like, like magic. If
I
they
do.
learn magic, maybe it'll help them more in life. Maybe they can just work it in a apothecary or whatever you said. Yeah, that word.
Apothecary.
Maybe they can just start a business doing that.
Cost,
Wait, what was the
cost for
business?
identifying magic. is
Destruction
gonna
and
be-
Sorry, I kind of
the
spaced
magician
out when you started
alchemist shop.
talking.
The alchemist magician shop. Yeah, it's that. Like, like shaving down iron into powdered form, silver into powdered form. I can't be the only one who's out buying it.
I mean, maybe.
You need it for detect magic
Okay. then-
or detect good protection from good and evil.
Okay, then yeah.
I was gonna say I have detect everything.
Okay, so
No, you don't.
Do you have
Do not.
the material components for identifying magic, which would be a magic pearl? I'm sorry,
What?
not a magic pearl, a pearl with 100 gold. If you're looking for the cost for the spell, identify magic.
Identify or inspect. It's the same thing.
If you want to have your item identified so that you know the magical properties of an item, the material components are a pearl worth at least 100 gold and an owl feather.
Yeah, I remember.
The cost of a spell is the spell squared times 10
Okay, yeah.
plus the material components
What-
times 2. If you don't provide those components, they're going to charge you extra.
How much is it for an owl feather? What is the cost of an owl feather?
You could probably get some at the shop as long as you buy something else as well for some copper.
I wanna. Can I do the concentration?
It's going to cost you $350 if you don't bring components. That's what we said last week. It's $250 for you. It's only going to cost you, saves you 100 gold.
$350
But
for
you
one.
lose time.
Yes.
Okay. Well, first
But
off.
it lasts a minute, so within that minute you can give them as many items as you want to do.
Oh, so it'd be $350. I can get all three of them identified.
If you can do it in a minute, yeah.
I think the smart thing to do would be detect magic on my own items by myself before I take them to someone and them do inspect magic for 100 gold and be like, it's not even magic. Can I do detect magic while we're walking to the place?
Detect magic, is it a spell you can cast?
Yeah. Takes concentration up to 10 minutes
How do you have detect magic?
because I got it from something.
An item?
No, I just have it from level 3. I got it from Monster Hunter.
And then
You
Monster
wanna
Hunter, you have
Yeah, you wanna say the
spell
thing?
casting ability?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the printouts from the compendium. So, it's under Hunter Mysticism in the bottom middle. Yeah, I got things now.
And this is an archetype for a fighter?
Yeah. It's a level 3 fighter martial archetype. Printout from the compendium, snapshotted. I sent that to you. Can I do
Where
it?
does it say you have the spells though?
Bottom middle.
Bottom where?
Bottom middle.
You're studying the supernatural gives you right? Yeah. As a ritual. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so it says I can use detect magic.
Now, detect magic, if you do that though, pretty much the whole city's going to light up like a
But
beam.
it says
and it's going to
like,
be like, your vision's going to be like, you know, on a screen that's got too much light, you're just going to have like raise the light off, flooding in your eyes, everything in this city.
But some of it
pretty
should
much
be,
just going to.
some of it should be blocked because I have a helmet on, right? It has eye slits. No.
If you're trying to do detect magic, like I said,
I'm gonna follow.
everything's going to, you know, light up for you.
Do you know where the apothecary is?
Coffee.
Does Stephanie know where it is? Does Stephanie
Go right ahead. I'm looking it up for myself.
Oh, you do? Okay. I'm gonna walk behind Stephanie and her lead me to it while I do this on my islands, and it's gonna take what, like 10 minutes to get there, ain't it? You know, I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I've been following you anyway. So my idea, as long as no one rolls up and tries to steal from us and I'm blind, it'll be fine. What's the chance of it happening 2 times in a day?
Yeah.
Or 2 times in the same week?
Well, seeing as, you know, this is the city of doom and gloom and everything.
Okay, so,
I thought y'all were about to say okay, actually.
so, I've already got the cloak on me, like equipped.
Okay, on Warrior Way. Yeah, I have that one.
This
Warrior Way is 2 streets over.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only going to take about 5 minutes.
Okay,
You go south,
we'll walk there and stand outside.
westward, hang a right.
I'm gonna take the longest way possible there.
Okay, and then you're going to go on Waterdeep Way, up High Road, right through the Winter Path, up to Selden Street, and then from there go all the way to Warrior Way. And
While
take
we're-
them in a big circle.
Yes, that's exactly
While
what
we're
I do.
doing this,
No, from revenue now. So you do that. What's your passive perceptions? What are you doing? Are you staying behind or
you,
RP it for me? What you-
he's not in
you-
He's not
Waterdeep.
with
I'm sorry.
us.
I'm completely sorry. I was thinking petrichor. Yeah. Okay, so
My passive
Petrichor doesn't
Just
come
sneak
along
up
with you.
behind us. Is that why we were rolling perception?
No.
Hey!
Yeah,
I was in town.
so roll your perceptions for me.
Sneak.
Well, my
Wait.
passive is 13. You asked what our passive was.
Passives, yeah.
12.
13, 12.
I want to do something on the way there, but what nonsense
How-
are you making happen?
Attentive are y'all paying attention to everything in the city? There's, it's a bustling city. There's people walking.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's like I'm watching to make sure like there's no.
Okay, I'll let you actually roll. Give
Sketchy
me a
people.
14 is what you have to get. So
Okay.
that's the reason why
So
I
we're
was
saying we're
asking
just-
how actively y'all
We're
were
saying we're just walking
taking
there.
things in.
Yeah, because I'm
You
taking.
don't know where you're going.
Like, 'cause I know that I'm
You've
trying
been
to-
mowed once before.
I'm just trying to take the
I have
longest
not.
way possible because he's simply following me, and since I
Been a-
know that he's like watching or like I'm supposed to watch out for him. I'm
Been an
just,
attempt at mugging before.
no.
So if I'm not casting the spell on the way there, I might as well just be looking around
You
vigilant.
can cast if you'd like to.
I don't want to now.
18.
Okay, so you very faintly hear the flapping wings, and you feel like you see a shadow skirt by y'all. And then as you look up, though, you think you catch something just going behind a building.
Gross.
Something flying, something in
Was-
flight
Was it
going behind a building.
big?
You can't tell from this distance and what you've seen of it as it disappeared. Just
Did it look like a hummingbird? Did it kind of resemble
For-
Aarakocra?
for the shadow cast to the distance away that you've seen, it wasn't so much that it was close to you. You surmised that it was probably humanoid size.
You gonna turn around and go the other way?
Well, I just saw like a shadow. Remember the bird people
Yeah.
that we encountered?
Yeah.
It may be one of them.
Okay.
So as y'all have taken this long way around, y'all have left Castle Ward to briefly kind of come into the Trade Ward.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, y'all are on the winter pain path.
Ah, yes.
So as y'all are walking, you feel an uneasy tug towards your dagger. Like you keep wanting to reach for your hip. And so as you go the one time to reach for it, you swear you see your shadow kind of twitch and move, in a way that doesn't mirror your movements.
My normal shadow or my shadow?
As far as anyone knows, the shadow that's attached to you, your shadow is moving.
Does it seem like a thing that I've seen before? Like I know what's going on right now.
It seems like something that you have
It's a spooky city.
provoked in your shadow before.
I'm aware of
the
the spookiness of this city and how much anxiety I have about it. If I'm not casting a spell while we're walking, I'm aware of things that are touching my stuff.
Well, as you are walking, the metal posts and lanterns in there that are made of that special substance Yadrak, as I said, as y'all walk through here, it's kind of like gas station TVs going on there. As you're walking, it's programmed illusion, things going off all the time.
Yeah.
All that magic starts to flicker out, which you would realize immediately as being very unlikely, since that material conducts magic and things prepared with that substance. The magic property in there can be channeled and restored, and so that strikes you as very odd. And it's at that point that you actually go for the dagger, and not of your own volition, you just kind of swap at it and cut it free. But it's like
broken dagger.
Your broken dagger. But it's like 2-ply paper. Instead of your shadow being gone, a shadow emerges out of it. It's kind of semi-corporeal. It's not really fully there, and at that point, you're there. So, you enter the scene. Oh, so the Raven Queen sends me. She feels that your handling of the situation with the Night Hag, while not terrible, could use the touch of someone a little more seasoned, so that maybe I could show you what devotion and a true sense of duty can do. She believes you might be a little derelict, that you didn't really uphold a very strong relationship with her.
I pray to her every day, and she answers me once every 2 weeks.
So from there, I'll let you articulate. Now, you can't move. You have disadvantage on perception in the sunlight, and I'll get you up to speed on things like that as it comes. As of right now, you're just kind of like a like really thick, oily substance, and you can travel just as his shadow if you like, so you don't draw too much attention to yourself, or you get to be standing up behind it, like Nude Sidebot.
Behind you as we go.
Would be a good example. You would look like Nude Sidebot.
Yeah.
Do I notice
Yes.
this?
Yes,
Right.
this is happening. Yeah,
Oh.
Right.
broad day.
I'm just gonna hang along. I'm just your shadow. I'm just a voice for now.
Well, I don't trust that at all.
Is this your conscience I'm seeing?
No.
Oh God, no wonder what's wrong with you. Why is your conscience revealing itself to me? I wonder you're so conflicted and full of anger.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, if my shadow talked to me, I would also probably be pretty misunderstood.
Do we want to turn around, or we want to pursue whatever we think was an Aarakocra, or was this it?
Yeah,
You didn't know that. You didn't see it. Only she said. She
Yeah.
didn't say anything about it yet, did you?
Yeah,
You have?
yeah, that's what I said.
I
That's
apologize.
how I know
I apologize.
about
I didn't catch that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, we can go see.
Because now we have two situations on our shopping trip.
Okay.
Two shadow people.
There was one shadow. It was a bird.
And then this guy.
What you? Maybe it was a bird. You don't know.
You're right, shadow. I don't know. I don't like talking to your shadows.
I don't either. You want to manifest?
Nope.
You have a name.
Eventually, you'll find out. I'm not telling you my name
I'm
right
gonna
now.
start stabbing the ground.
And so Petrichor leans in a little bit this time. How are you even here? How's this possible? And for the length of y'all's walk, you begin to tell him a little bit about how the Raven Queen has allowed through a spell casting that, in the same way that water, as in water, the face reflects the face. A person can be projected somewhere as long as they have a mirror plane to as a conduit, so to speak. And so you're here from the shadow. You're a projection of your person in the Shadowfell.
Right.
And Petrichor muses on that and thinks a little bit about that. And he says, I actually think I've heard about summonings like this, a spell, a transmutation, some kind of radiant type magic, or specific, like in your case, necrotic or planar magic that some traveling bard Ankh had told me at one time that we could summon somebody that it was practiced a lot by other Eladrin in the Feywild.
So what does the Raven Queen want me
I'm
to
gonna
do?
give credits to him. I don't know that I don't distrust him. We know as much about him as we do Saul, really.
Oh, so you're not Soul's shadow.
Just kind of hanging out right now.
So what does the Raven Queen want me to do? She want me to sign the contract?
You could sign it. It's up to you. You
No,
decide.
messenger boy, tell me. She sent a boy without a name to not tell me what to do.
Do you want to know my name?
Yeah, I asked it earlier.
My name is Abbadon.
Abbadon. Easy to remember.
So, are you guys gonna keep going on the way?
I'm gonna check out the bird.
Yeah, we're going to check out the bird.
So it's a couple stories up.
Do what?
For the course of time, y'all navigate the buildings and try your best to recollect, where you've seen him disappear and dark behind what, building adjacent that would be, and overlooking. You're looking now down over the city and across the other rooftops, and you don't see him anywhere. You get back on task a little bit now about the time. It's probably about 11:30 now. You go and try to collect some material components at, what did we say it was? Volunteers Apothecary on Warrior Way. And
Oh, here we are. It's the apothecary.
Okay.
what are you trying to find?
This is Brad talking. Can I have the ring that I want to use Detect Magic on? I've already got the cloak on. If I have the ring on my hand and I've got the crystal ball in hand, can I use Detect Magic and just look at all three of them? Because it says, here's the thing right here, if you want to read it.
Detect magic. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura. And that's what I was talking about with flood your vision.
Yeah.
For any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, you
Yeah.
learn the school of magic, if any.
So,
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, common metal, thin lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Yeah.
And so, as you go about, you cast that on your items. The cloak doesn't have magic. The crystal ball doesn't have magic. And what else did you say?
the ring with bloodstones in it.
That doesn't have magic.
Railroad.
No. It was just treasures.
And, can I just use it and just look around? Okay, look at Abbadon.
Abbadon. Do you have any items on your person that have magic? I don't think you do.
Is he inherently magic?
It doesn't say that you can detect
No,
that.
I don't have
I mean,
any.
you-
Isn't he
you would be
there
able-
via a spell
If you sense magic in this world, the presence of magic. Yeah, you see him lighting up, like a road flare because he is there magically through.
I look at my backpack to see if anything in my backpack is magical. And
you see your image.
And the stuff on the bottom, it'll say at a certain point is in storage.
No. Yes, the dagger's magic. No.
We're gonna go sell stuff, Stephanie.
The gallon of water is no longer magic. No, Landy does not magic. The golden rock piece, you can take faint magic off of it.
We're gonna sell stuff, Stephanie.
So I imagine when you look at
Your
me,
medallion of
just-
Don't
thoughts,
care
your
about you
visual
down
shackles, the evil contract is magic.
What the thing before the evil contract?
Mask, your mask, yeah, your mask is magic. That's it.
Fudge!
So you still want to pursue buying your opponent's
No.
Okay.
Glad I thought of
So
that.
as you get in there, you think,
Glad I thought of that before I
this is a
spent
lot of
3
leg
minutes.
work, but this wasn't a wasted trip. I got to meet Abbadon, and possibly saw a person. You drop your backpack to your side, rummage it through it, and you just try to detect all the magic. Whereas
I don't want to
you
run.
finally conclude that you don't want to identify any of the items.
No. But I still need to buy,
So you RP that. How do you feel about him walking you halfway across the city for an hour and a half? And
no, it's a 5-minute walk that she decided the way she wanted to go.
I thought y'all went the long way around and went look on the
And-
rooftops for the El Copra. And you had
Because she wanted to. Not because of me.
fair enough.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
asked
gonna
her.
say
Fair
anything.
enough.
I was
Fair
like,
enough,
I'm the
yeah.
one who.
I still need to
And
go.
literally the only reason that I took the long way was, okay, not the only, but one was to just kind of mess with you, and then two, I thought you were doing this, like, staring things down along the way.
That's what I was starting to do before he
Okay.
interrupted me. And then he was like, this is what happens. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it now.
Oh, well.
It would have, like,
Either way.
ruined my concentration anyway that I needed for 10 minutes. But I still need to go to get holy water and powdered silver and iron. Do you think they'll have any of that at the apothecary?
I mean, we're right here in front of it.
Do you think they'll have anything in here?
It's worth a shot.
Let's go inside. You want to go inside, Abbadon, or you want to hang out here?
I think you stuck to your shadow.
I was about to say, I'm still in your shadow. So where
So
you go,
yeah.
I'm going.
Okay. So all 4 of us are going in, I guess.
It's
Or
a tall,
3.5.
yeah, so it's a tall male. He's got a cul-de-sac going here.
Is it man?
Right back
This
here.
man again? Does he have a second job?
No, you're at the place. You're at Volunteers Apothecary. And he's sitting behind the counter, just filing his nails. He's like, hello, and welcome to my apothecary. How may I help you? You're welcome.
Do you sell any powdered silver and iron?
Yes, I do.
What about holy water?
Leans back, looks at the glass. Beneath, on his side of the store, it says 2 or 3 crates lined with very thin sheet of lead, silver. What else did you ask?
Iron and holy
Iron.
water.
Right back. Holy water. Goes in the back. Grabs a small little chalice that's got a threaded lid. Sets it down. It's got all different face symbols on there, kind of like the all-face shrine in Red Larch
Are there
has.
different types of holy water?
No,
Okay.
keep them all standard. We don't want to offend anyone. We are all
Okay.
inclusive, and so we have this little chalice here that has all. There's all
Holy water
symbols.
disgusts me.
Just ignore him. He's here of his own. He chose to be here. So,
Kind of gets his finger in there and flicks it at you to no effect.
oh, okay.
Never quite seen someone of your capacity.
Yeah,
Still
I
like holy water.
He gets his finger and flicks them at you.
don't have a problem.
If you have coin, it's good here.
here. Sorry.
It's nasty.
God. You have to apologize for someone, Evan?
So,
How much are they?
let's see. For the holy water, It's going to run you 25 gold. For the two packs of iron and silver, that will run you about
2 packs?
you've got
And
the
2 packs
one-
each?
No, you've got the one
Okay.
pack of
1 pack each? Silver,
material
1 pack
component
iron.
iron and then material component silver. That's going to run you about 5 gold for the silver, and we'll say the same for the iron, which puts you at 35 gold.
How much weight is that?
That would be 1 pound. Yes.
You want the stupid holy water or not?
We're gonna drown you with it. Abbadon.
I noticed you just after
Oh my god, I could have found my own holy water by now.
Go find us some.
I like this guy.
You chose to be here. And are you interested in buying anything?
No, sir.
No. Okay, I will. You said 35.
35 gold, yes.
I will buy that.
Thank you, sir. And he slides your things across the counter and holds his hand out expectantly.
Also, do you order this from a distributor, or do you powder them yourself? Do you turn them into powder yourself?
Make a persuasion check. Make a general charisma check. Don't add. Yeah, roll. Don't add your modifier.
Check.
Give me a 17.
I don't have a
Give
modifier.
me a 17.
6 or 9.
I have
5. It's a 5.
I have no reason to discuss my business dealings with you.
Well, I'm wondering if you could turn a rock into powder.
Why would I plug my other, business partners when I want you to come here and spend your coin here?
I'm not asking about
You need a
distributors.
service done from us. What was that?
I'm not interested in your distributors. I'm asking how you do things
Understood.
to see if you can turn a semi-magical golem rock into powder for me.
If you need it done, we can get it done.
How much do you think that would be?
To maintain the magical property, time spent, reworking the enchantment, or checking the fluidity of the magic.
Can't believe I'm in the shadow of someone who doesn't know how to crush a rock.
Let's say we could get that done for you for another 30 gold. Does that sound reasonable to you?
What if I gave you half? Or can you tell me what I can do with it?
You can act as any range of things. I don't know what type of magic it wielded.
Can you just? Can I show it to you?
Okay, so
Semi.
you're showing
Semi magic.
Yeah, you're showing.
I can tell you in advance the stuff I'm gonna ask, but you can have it on tap. Cause I got a list of things I want to do.
You'd still show up if I did that.
Well, you could just
You'd
have
be
it on
the,
tap.
You'd be the branch, yeah. Go. He would primarily belong, as he looks at it, he puts one of those little monocles on that extends out. This holds a lot of transmutation magic, so it could probably be used in ritual castings in that school of magic.
Tells you nothing. Abbadon, you want help since you know so much? You know what transmutation magic is?
I don't have to.
You don't have to do anything, do
You're
you?
right, I don't, because right now I'm just your shadow. Unfortunately.
So
Do you want the service done or not, sir?
Thank you. Please answer that.
30 gold?
30 gold, yes.
Yes, I will do that.
Excellent. So 65 gold then. 35 for the material components you leave here with today, and 35 for those to come. 30 for those to come. So I'm gonna send it to you by parcel.
Oh crap! You can't do it today.
Just tell us where it will be arriving at.
What if someone steals my dust?
We're sure to be recompensated.
Okay.
These things aren't taken lightly. Theft
Yeah,
of
yeah.
mail and burglary on the road.
Helps me out either way.
Excellent. All right. So you do that. Transaction completed.
What else does he sell?
Here we go again.
Just give me a runner off. I don't.
Incense.
No.
I don't know. Hold on one second. He sells amulets. He sells alchemy supplies. He sells.
What is ambulance?
They can primarily be used as spellcasting focuses for
Yeah.
clerics and the like. He sells wine. He sells healer's kits. He sells magnifying glasses. He sells paper. Just stop me if you hear something you like. He sells mistletoe.
I'm
He
good. I'm good.
sells
You stop. I'm done. I don't need that.
You could probably
Ginger.
use your mistletoe.
copper.
You got
iron,
something in mind?
silver.
No,
Okay.
I just need some help.
You know, sit around and kiss something. How much? That was me, Brad, asking you. How much is platinum? What's the convert rate for platinum to
Everything's
gold?
a 10.
So,
If you've got one platinum, that'd be 10 gold. But you can't change that in your, in your app yourself as far as I'm just going to do this to keep up with it, make it easier because that would change the way. You have to actually carry what you physically have.
okay, when I'm paying him with the what, 65?
65 gold, yeah.
65, can he convert platinum?
And you can probably make change for it. So you do that, you
I want
handle
to do that because that's what I primarily have is platinum. I don't
So-
have 65 gold on me. I've got however much platinum.
So it's 6 plat. and
6 platinum,
5 gold.
and 5 gold.
You do that. He happily takes it. Oh, Mr. Mudbag's over there. Come back and see us sometime. As I said, your phone is good here.
Okay, Raven, you got something else you want to do, or I'm done here unless you want to talk?
By the way, what you said your bow was stronger than the one I gave you. Is there a difference? Is one a long bow and the other a short bow? Because there's a damage die in particular for each. And as far as damage goes, it should show up in the app the way you select it. To hit is attack plus proficiency, and
Yeah.
damage is predicated on your attack on your strength modifier.
My
So it should keep up with it for you regardless. If it's the same bow, it should, whatever it says in there as it
Yeah,
reads.
I haven't been able to download the one that you sent me, but the longbow is +8.
That's your longbow.
Yeah, that's the longbow that I have. It's +8 to
Find out
like.
if it's a longbow or a short bow. That might be the whole difference.
Okay. I don't know if it just.
Sailors are longbow or short bow.
Yeah.
1d6 Pearson. What is the longbow?
The longbow is 1d8 +4 piercing.
Okay, that's the difference. This is a short bow.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
I can't believe we found a robe and a gold ring and a chest and meter on the
Everything is magic.
Yes.
Probably just some, costumes for rituals.
Short bow is a d6, and longbow. Which longbow? Yeah, that's a martial range. Short bow's a simple. That's the difference.
Wait.
But pretty cool.
Yeah, no.
Can he make an antidote for poison and health potions?
antidote for poison and can make health potion?
Yeah.
I could with some time.
We're still in here. I forgot. How much does that cost?
You're just talking about giving him,
I'm talking about what it
giving him the components to make it, or just commissioning him to make it?
Well, I was gonna like be savvy and see like how much would that cost and this much, and then how much would it cost if I gave you the stuff.
To make your potion of healing, that will cost about 70 gold.
If
If you supplied all the components, I guess I could make it for you for 60.
Raven, do you want him to make you a discounted health potion out of these health potion components that I found?
How much is it?
60. Okay, what about an antidote for poison component?
To make you an antitoxin, I'll probably charge the same, 70. If you supply the components, I can do it for you for, I'll do that for 60 gold and 5 silver.
You interested in that, Raven? No.
So to add this, would it be a short bow plus 1?
So I don't have. Do what?
What you guys want on there?
Yeah, I was just gonna like add it in there and then
Plus
copy
nine.
it.
Is it a plus 1?
Yeah, it's a plus
Okay.
1 damage.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was gonna add this
I'll erase
stuff.
the text.
I was gonna copy it and then
Yeah.
just paste it in the info.
Can you copy it as a picture though?
Is that a picture?
Or is it it's a picture, that's why I gave you the
Oh,
option to like it like that.
Oh, I hate it.
Let me try to do it as a file again, and you have it, and then it should show up as text, even if it's just code.
Yeah.
So, you said 60 each.
60 for the one service providing material components from the healing potion, and 60 and 5 silver for the antitoxin. I'll try to airdrop it to you, that might give it to you.
Okay.
So it would be 12 platinum and 5 silver. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Could you do that today, or do you have to send it to me
I could send it with all the rest of the parcel.
and be compensated if it's stolen or damaged?
Your money will be returned to you.
Or damaged?
If it's damaged, then you'll be compensated and we'll be taking material components back in fashion that we could have it.
Okay, I will.
Unless you'd like half the wares and half of your compensation back, and you can try to craft or mint it yourself. You can take it up with the lawmaster.
So do
And
this is
since
Brad
that happened.
talking. The herbalism kit just lets me.
All that lets you do is it helps
Find
you
things.
when you're foraging. Yeah, you can make checks with advantage to find particular tonics and liquids for antitoxins.
So what do I need to
rare
craft
herbs.
the stuff?
You need to be proficient in Arcana or nature, depending on what type of thing you're trying to make. And with the kit.
I am.
Okay, well then you can do that.
Sweet.
Given the right amount of time. Probably take.
No, I thank you for your service, but I will be fine today with just the powder transactions.
So the trade goods, the silver, the iron, and the grounding up of the golem component for adamite, material component for transmutation, 65 golden.
I paid that, yeah.
Excellent.
And
So you're doing
sorry,
business.
I'm stupid.
Not a problem. Alright, so I'll do that.
Just petrichor.
Got nothing else? On the back, you make it to the toll gate. Now Petrichor, he's just twirling the ring he found at the dock ward that he came to possess.
While we're walking back, one tell Raven, you can If you could give me back that gallon water skin of dungeon water, because I'm stupid and it's not magic.
It's still in your.
It's in my inventory, but in description I put it's 8 pounds that Raven's carrying for me. can I have that
On the way, y'all discuss that. I'll let y'all
take
argue.
8 pounds off of you?
Yeah, bud. Here you go.
Every night we go to sleep, it feels like it's been 2 weeks for me. That's all I want to tell her and get that back from her on the way back.
Excellent. Okay. So you do that?
I don't know how much.
All right. So for brevity, to wrap it up, y'all walk on the way back. Do you say anything to him? Do you have any kind of dialogue out with him?
That could not have taken any longer for you to make
Oh
decisions
yes,
in
it
there.
could. If you would have been here before, it could have. It can go on for days.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't. Let's carry on.
You got anything you want to go do?
You.
And as you go, you kind of get this
Horses.
nagging feeling. You're like, I think I know Abbadon.
Did we go to high school together?
I'm pretty sure my mentor had talked about a school or a class adjacent that a rival teacher had a star pupil.
That
Someone,
my master told me about?
your mentor told you about another
Yeah, it probably could have been, yeah.
teacher or student or somebody. Speaking of somebody, you think it might have been him, and so you're racking your brain. It's just like a nagging thing, like
Who's your mentor?
wanting to recall something that you're about to say and you just can't quite remember. That kind of irritation is just like, grating on you. Anyway, you can argue that as you go if you like.
So are we headed to the horses?
You gonna tell me Abbadon or you
I'm not telling you anything.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me.
Petchport
We like
Giants.
to share here.
He said, "Oh,
It'll be alright.
Domini Gargas said that they would have them at either the north gate or the toll gate when we got ready to leave. So I'm sure we can just wait there and fetch them if they're at A and we're at B. So as you make your way there, you arrive.
Where the place with the horses now?
Yeah. Thankfully, y'all go to the correct gate that they have your horses at, so that you're not going to wait
Oh, good.
5 or 10 minutes for them to bring them over.
I'm sure Abbadon appreciated that with his sensitive lifestyle. Everything's scheduled for nothing and nothing, so he doesn't get behind.
Ah, yes. Guests. How was your stay at Waterdeep? The guard said. I don't think I have a card for him. It's just a regular old run-of-the-mill guard.
It's good until now.
I'm glad you enjoyed your stay here. Did you find everything you needed?
No, I still want to go to some stores.
We're here. Usually always open. Now, discussing your parcel, I'm sure your chaperone told you about it. Where are you headed? Where are you bound for?
Red Large.
Red Lodge. All of you? Red Lodge? Red Lodge. Okay. Are you I see Shadow or
Currently,
standing
yeah,
behind?
I'm still a shadow.
Okay.
I mean, that hasn't changed.
Okay, so it looks to patch for and all of you. All right.
Currently just
He
knowing you.
snaps his fingers and motions toward the other guards, and they go up this system. If you remember Pirates of the Caribbean, how there was that large mechanism that in the Black Pearl that the swords spun across. It's something like that with donkeys pushing, spokes in the bottom of it, and a staircase along the side of it that is hollowed out at the bottom where it goes through, but it ascends to the top, and then it's kind of from that point, kind of like the package pickup at Walmart, where it's got little cubbies, and so he's
now.
and he picks up a parcel from here, looks it over, walks around the platform, and picks another one up, and the donkey's just walking, trying to get to the carrot the whole time. Anyway, so he comes down, approaches you guys, hands the parcels to the
Are we in the
Guard
act of
master.
leaving right now?
and a mother, Yolantha. She has some posy here, and so hands it to you. We have Phalorn's Safe Journeys. It seems they have a guild licensing. This is a handsome folio. It's from the Waiton's Hall, and it grants them a permits to build water vessels. Make sure this gets to them. Hands it to you. Nelia Drouth. She's got a tonic in here. Puts it back in the box, seals it. Hands it to you as well. Shalaskia Alright. Now, let me see here. This package is bound for Barge Right In. So it's not quite your destination. Motions to the other guard, and a horse is carted in. You know, he's shackles on his ankles to this cart that it's being wheeled out to. This is a line-bred steed, very prestigious. This horse, 100 platinum.
What? Worth 100 platinum? Or it's carrying 100?
I need to tell you
Yes,
severity
again, yes. I
of
said, what?
the letter of the law that would be applied to you should anything happen to this horse.
Trust Raven with
You
it.
can decline to take this horse to the
I'm already
recipient,
scratching its chin.
but
If she wants to take responsibility for it, then
it
yeah.
pays very well.
I like money.
Oh, does it pay well?
Horses.
What does it pay?
So you were very rude.
Why don't we just take the horse?
You were
He's-
also very rude.
He's
Shadow.
talking to you, and you're paying more attention to the horse.
I'm talking to you right now. We should just take the horse.
Shut up. And because you're in another plane of existence,
I'm
you don't have
listening.
consequences.
Okay, this cute baby costs a lot of money.
So to take the horse,
And-
But me being straightforward and talking to him is rude.
so to take the horse to Barge Right In, that'll pay you 30 silver pieces. And all these other parcels to Red Large will pay you 108 silver pieces for 11 gold. Now, if you choose to take the horse, we pay you based on the mileage. And so,
Oh.
just out that way, northward, there's a tower fortification. Surely you've seen it on the way here.
Sure.
To the back, there is a dock.
Yeah.
And to ease your passage here, the recipient has instructed us to give you this. And he gives you guys a folding boat. And he hands that to Petrichor. And let me set it up.
Folding boat.
So you can take the water route.
I do detect magic on folding.
We will give you
No, it's just
feed.
Flex Seal.
We'll give you feed for your horses and this horse as well. And
Oh, it is a magical item.
folding boat, is it? I'll let you all read it. So he's going to kind of notate what it does for you.
Can I get a list of the names and objects?
What names and objects?
The things that we're
Oh.
delivering, fool?
Yeah, I did. I called it out to you.
Yes, but can I see it so I can write it down?
So, to transport and deliver these things, we're going to get 11 gold and 30 silver.
If you want to do both.
Split up
If you
between four
want, if you
people.
want to do both,
But
yeah.
imagine if we took the horse and sold it.
Split up between four people. What happened, like, how much responsibility are we taking on if we get attacked by Githyanki? I know it's very specific, it happens to us. If we get attacked by Githyanki and they
If
steal
any-
from us,
Harm should come to the parcel on your
camera
way.
pros, Michael.
You will be expected to pay the price and a half, or restore the value of, plus a half to the recipient. So in this case, it would be 250 platinum pieces to the owner of the horse. In such an instance, you may be brought before the magistrates that if you cannot pay your fine, you will be donned with a cursed garment of servitude, in which you become an indentured servant to the
All of us.
recipient. Should you not be able to pay the value of the parcel, stolen, rent, or destroyed, on the 7th year, it is the year that you were to be released, regardless. Or
And
the
then
recipient
finally-
could forego any payment or of any kind and just ask that you have your hand severed off.
In
As
this
a thief.
in this
In
plane of
the
existence.
instances that you were stealing a parcel,
Yeah.
and that's usually a typical crime.
In this plane of existence. It all happens in this plane of existence.
That's what happens in this plane of
Okay.
existence.
The camera froze.
Oh, you're talking about. Gotcha.
It's not a magical college, but it's a college where some people are doing magic.
Yeah, like it. And the little clip, like she kept like repeating. Oh no, he's waking up and he remembers who he is.
I think it's starting to rain.
I was leaving to come over here and Talon's like, where you going? I'm like, D&D.
Y'all still do that?
Yeah. And he was, no. He was like, oh, that's today? I was like, yeah. He's like, wait, don't they have a pool? I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm coming. I'm like, no, you're not.
It's storming.
What do you think, Mom? What do you think, Mom? He can come sometime.
Yeah.
The boys would love that. They'd be occupied for hours.
Yeah, we'd be outside right now, but like, yes.
That's what I was telling him. I was like, dude, like, it's storming outside. He's like, but there's rain, and rain's wet, like, even water. I'm like,
Screen transitions. I've never seen that screen before.
Yeah, that's how I'm under the phone.
Got me a new screen that I've never seen before. Or a new option. Screen transitions.
I'm waiting to see what the weather's gonna do. I
Huh.
haven't been back in for a week now.
This program's really cool in that it doesn't tell me what anything does. Usually you can hover over something on the computer and it'll pull up, close, refresh, the word of what it does. Not this one. You have to click it and find out. So
Can you not get it to?
sometimes it does. Most of the time it doesn't.
Can you not get it to make a noise when it stops recording?
I don't know. Maybe.
You haven't messed with it enough.
I mean, I messed with it a lot Saturday. I was doing it from 12 to 9 p.m. because I got through recording that one or editing the one, and then the session ended unexpectedly halfway through. I lost all of it. So anyway, that was that. That was episode 9. Any other questions while we're in break and intermission that I may or may not be?
There's so magical items in Red Bar.
Red Large? No, they don't so much about. There's a
Even on black
There's a
market?
black market mine.
What's on the outskirts of town? Is there like any woods? Are there any people living in the woods? Any smaller towns?
Oh, there's stuff in the
Leading
wall.
up to it, the house ward, the fields ward is not necessarily an official ward of the of Waterdeep. I mean, it's technically right outside there. Outside there, now that you say that, there is the Concordant Gathering, or the Gathering. That's what it's called. It's where everyone who tries to travel the city by means of teleportation. It's kind of like the TSA of the Forgotten Realms. It's where they're screening everybody trying to teleport in and out. It's the TOO, Teleportation Oversight Organization. So they screen everybody in through there. I can actually give you pictures and I've got that. It's like that, approaching it. That's the wall. That'd be the wall going deep inside. It's like that. These little nodes instead of being outside, actually a little recessed area. So everybody's just pouring out of there. And as y'all are walking, by the way, as y'all are walking with the guards, it's not, just you guys walking down the street. There's people brushing against you, thronging on you, bumping you the whole time. They stink because
And you wonder why
showers
I'm
aren't
taking a shadow.
showers aren't common. They're not
Down, you
they're not
can smell
uncommon,
anything
but
that's spiritual.
everybody doesn't necessarily have access to them. Breaths, you get in a cell with the smell of the breath and stench. Teeth aren't always white or ivory. Some of them are yellow or wooden. And so, but a lot of people, they've got posy to their mouth, to their nose, holding up there like that. You smell a lot of posy. It's kind of like a skunk getting ready for a date.
Or leaving now.
Yeah, I mean, so y'all, you haven't been in a city that is so full of people before. I mean, this is kind of new to y'all.
I'm 109 years old.
Even in the palace, there wasn't bustling activity all the time when you were in Shadowfell, same as you.
There's not that many people in the Shadowfell all the time.
There's a ton of people there, but not, like this. Think of the mobs, like 5,000 people gathered at one time type of thing, or, trying to, it looks like what a Jack's or Chick-fil-A drive-through line looks like as far as the way it's congested with cars or Birmingham at rush hour. Car-wise, that's what you guys walking travel like looks like. You just people everywhere. So. Take 5, Stephanie. Take 5. You good? Yeah, 5 more minutes.
The other thing I was going to tell you, Mike, this hook down here.
Yeah.
What a lot of people do, they'll get a rope
Yeah.
and they'll tie it around the weight, and they'll put it and hook it on there so it holds it down so there's less chance of it moving.
Smart.
I would do that, but have it where it has weight, but it's just right up above the ground. That way it's not swinging. Because you did have it where it was like halfway from the floor to that hook.
Yeah.
It could be swinging. If it gets bumped, the weight could make it fall over more.
Okay.
I would think about that.
Get that away from me.
Are you drinking a bang right now?
I work today, sir.
Yeah, but like, aren't you gonna go to sleep in a little bit?
3 hours.
What the heck? I don't understand you. Caffeine lasts like 6 hours in your system. It's not good, dude. That's how I realized I had a problem. It was like one day I got home from work, I took pre-workout and drank a bang, and I slept on the couch for 3 hours.
I messed myself up.
Okay.
No, I literally had like 600 milligrams of caffeine. That's not good.
You don't do much to convince me. I won't drink the whole thing. Right. Now that you've said that.
Maybe it'd be like after hours. Then I get home like one night shift every other day or once a week. I'm just tired.
I'm your shadow, right? It's just food.
But there was this one person we were just trying to get to quit because I didn't want to fire them. Because I've only ever had to fire 2 people.
Yeah, every job.
And the first time I ever fired someone.
Just thought or you can tell.
She had this good training. She walked up to the table with the people and sat it down and said, "Here, I'm hired of giving your people do it yourself."
Yeah, there's like a fucking way to do that. But for your third day of training,
That would make some work.
it's like, I'm
How many
hired.
put it in the bathroom? No, in the bathroom.
Would you like a rag? No, not the one
I just washed my hands.
I was about to say, I mean, I don't care.
I just washed my hands. It's got clean dirty water.
Here you go.
Josh doesn't care.
Throw it in the drink.
Lordy, lordy, guys.
No.
Okay.
What was the thing? Oh, how long does it take for me to make a healing potion or an antidote? And can I do it on horseback? Or did you say there was a carriage?
Take about an hour to make it.
You said there was a carriage?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a carriage. The basis.
It's okay. It's just
No, I just said that to mess with it. So Stephanie was making a big deal about something.
About the battle horse.
Did we even
Try
go
to
to
pass this around because he's going to explain that to y'all so that you know what that is.
Did we even go to half of the stores in Waterloo? Oh my god.
This campaign is not set in Waterdeep. That's not what this is about.
And if I would have
If
known,
you hadn't killed Red Dragon, it wouldn't even happen. Probably. I wouldn't have railroaded you guys.
it just unfolds as a boat, right? I'm good.
Let me describe how it's presented.
How it
As a wooden box. Okay, so he's handing you a wooden box, and that's what it does.
you throw it down, and it expands.
I'll let you read it.
So is it like a carriage with like some seats on it, or
Think about
like I'm thinking
the back
about,
of Gandalf's wagon in Lord of the Rings. Lower to the ground. The sides are not as tall and high. It is not a cart or a wagon. It is a slab of wood
with wheels.
this thing is shackled to.
It's a little crappy trailer.
So that it is just a bound horse. Yeah, it's basically a trailer. Small, and it's a trailer. Yeah.
If I'm sharing a horse with someone, can I craft potions while on horseback? Or is there a risk of me?
It's
dropping?
it's a higher dexterity check to make sure you don't drop things.
Okay. But I imagine we're going to stop at some point, and I'll just see about it then. But you said it takes about an hour to craft one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Let me
awesome.
check. Let me check.
I didn't even intend for that to happen.
I like how it says a 10-foot by 4-foot boat could hold 4 medium creatures comfortably. If you've ever stood a 10-foot boat, that's like nothing.
Mm-mm.
That's like the small kayaks.
This is just people with a feather in their cap thinking this will be a cool item.
Mhm.
Don't really know dimensions or anything.
Yeah.
It's 4 foot wide.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just one of those flat boats.
It's like a little flat bottom, a 10-foot long flat bottom boat.
10 foot long, 4 feet wide. And
it's 4 feet
2
wide
feet deep.
the
Yeah.
whole way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like go to tips
Yeah,
at the
I'm
end.
picturing
It's
like
just,
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
picturing like the
flat
flat
bottom
bottom
boats
boats. Yeah.
it's one of those like the ones that they use in bayous with
Off of-
fans
yeah,
on
alligator
them.
hair.
So like the ends just go up like little fins, but then there's
Exactly.
just a cut
That's
across.
exactly what I
Is
was
that
thinking.
what it
That's what
is?
I was thinking without saying it. That's what it looks like.
But it can also turn into a 24-foot
That's what I was about to say.
ship.
Though. We have this is a whole ship.
24.
But it's,
Have you read
So-
this yet?
No, it's
Oh,
too
okay.
much to
Okay.
read.
You didn't want to read it. Well, we're just on break.
so if you ever
I
meet
know.
somebody,
I've read myself out of stuff.
You can give it to Stephanie, and when you finish reading that, let me know. I'm reading something for him right now. Then we'll get back into it.
What is?
if you ever meet somebody that was in the Navy, ask them what boat they were on. They won't get pissed. 'Cause it's not a boat.
It's
a
not a
ship.
boat.
A
Is
ship
the
can carry a boat,
main
a boat can
difference
carry a
what they're
ship.
made out of?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's the fact that a ship can carry a boat and a boat can't carry a ship.
False. I will prove it one day.
Put a smaller boat on it.
Yep.
Here, come to my new business, my ship transportation
But
by
a
boat.
24-foot ship would only be slightly larger than a bass boat. Because like an average bass boat's like 18 to 20 feet long with a 200 horsepower motor so that it can go 90 miles an hour across the water instantly. For no reason, because getting to the fishing hole faster is not going to make them bite.
Brewing a potion of healing.
I'm just kidding.
Potions of healing fall into a special category for item crafting, separate from other magic items. A character who has proficiency with herbalism kit can create these potions. The time and cost for doing so are summarized on the potion creation table. A healing potion creation costs 1 day and 25 gold in components and materials.
So can
Costs
I
a
make
full-
it?
Takes a full day.
So if I have an herbalism kit and proficiency with nature, can I still make it?
You can make it.
But it takes a full
It takes
day.
a full day, and the cost of the components you have to collect and gather, that's part of the time it takes to do it, is 25 gold in components.
What? How?
So-
What is the? Can I gather all of those?
So what it does, 5th edition, it lays it out so that it's not, laid out for you in the handbook as far as, okay, how do I use this, herbalism kit? As you have it, this is what it costs, and you do it. So it's pretty much, it streamlines everything for you. So, and it says it costs 25 gold. Is you're going to use some components out of your herbalism kit. You're going to go replenish them, and your herbalism kits, your healing kits, your poisoners kits. The assumption is that they're going to stay at full capacity because you spend that money. That's where the money goes in keeping it, up to working order, so
But
that you
I
can use it
can-
whenever you want to. That's what it's going to cost you, and that's the time it's going to take, and that's why.
Do I have to replenish the herbalism kit?
I'm not going to make you role play it
one
when you spend. Yes,
after I make one.
you will have to spend 25 gold for every one you make in one day. But that's a lot better than market value because
But I
it
can't.
costs 50 gold.
But I can't.
You save
find
25 gold and you lose a day.
What components am I using in the herbalism kit?
I don't know. You know, look it up. Look up the herbalism kit. Like I said, I don't think it gives you a lot of information on it. It's just your time spent getting it, and maybe you nick this plant a little too much, or you cut it back too close to the root, or you use some nectar from this plant, and you know you're mixing things alchemically, and they don't bond well the first time. Things like that.
But is the proficiency with the herbalism kit and proficiency with nature two different things?
Yes.
So I can't make it if I just have
Being out in nature, I would let you, as part of traveling, one person can look for food, one person can be mapping where they're going, the person at the rear can be making sure they're not followed. That's all things y'all should talk about as y'all are traveling. And so that could be one of the things you could do, that you scrounge for supplies of things. And that's what your nature check would be for, you to get supplies for that or to identify certain things. And then, you know, you can say that as you're working on that throughout the day, that nature check might negate some of the cost of the 25 as you replenish the things. You know, foraging. Foraging would cut back the cost of that. That's where that would help.
just like in mind. Does anyone know what mortar and pestle is?
What am I
Pestle
doing?
would be like you
Yeah, it's
grind something
Oh,
in a
okay.
little bowl.
Grinds it,
Okay,
I believe.
what's a mortar?
That's what I'm saying. It's the isn't that the
Is,
thing that-
is it the bowl that it sets in, and
It's
then the
one of
pestle is
the
what
two
you
options,
crush
I
it with?
believe. So
Yeah.
like one of them, like we'll say the pestle,
Pestle.
yeah, is the bowl, and then the mortar is the thing that
So here's
crushes it,
the-
or
did you
vice
already
versa.
work on
I
both?
don't know.
Okay.
I'm not an expert, but I think that's.
So with that, the expounding on crafting the magic items. I think crafting an item should just be in here too, as far as for the poisoner's kit. We're going to say a day also, and then if it comes to being that you can actually do it faster, we'll just say that you made that along the way, and you're still making the other one. And I'll retcon it for you that you had it sooner, but you won't use it. I don't suppose.
Is it a full
Until you need it.
24 hours?
It is a full 24 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
No wonder it costs 70 gold. How much do we roll to see how much that replenishes, or does it do a certain amount?
Depending on how high you roll in your nature check foraging to find things, yes, that would depend on how much.
No, when
get
you
it
drink
through
a
the
health
cost.
potion.
Yes, you roll that.
Oh. Suck.
I don't see the crafting of regular items that's not magical. I see magical, and that's it. So, like I said, if I find that later, and need be, I'll retcon it, but we're going to go on the assumption that it's going to take you just a day, and we'll say 10 gold for the antitoxin. If you're doing it yourself. So 35 gold altogether. And if you're foraging and you get a good nature check on the way as you're traveling, you may want to hold off doing this a day, you know, until you travel for a little while longer, and you do multiple foraging checks because you're traveling. That's going to come up. You got a 3-day journey, a 5-day journey, a 7-day journey. If you do the 3-day journey, I'm not going to let you forage for anything because y'all are driving. It's basically just like 4 smarts rules.
Can I just forage multiple times until
That's
I
what
get
I'm
a
telling
check?
you. That's what I'm telling you. You've got options 3, 5, and 7-day travel. We talked about that. Travel speeds. If you change out your horses often, don't rest, ride through the night. You can make this trip in I think it's 3 days.
So to jump back, we didn't decide on the horse yet, right? Are we?
Yeah. Okay. Now, back
I didn't make a decision on the expensive horse.
back to the table. The
Responsibility.
events of the game.
Okay.
And I will take
discussing with
money
you.
and helping.
In character from right here. You do not be holding to take this package. We realize that levying the law against you for this would bankrupt some people and some small homesteads. And so we leave it in your hands. Obviously, the open Lord and the magistrates, should something to set you outside of your control will work with you. Let's say, what would you like to do as far as this parcel is concerned?
I think we should take.
So
Are you in shadow form?
along the way,
You're not talking, are you?
do any of these line up
you.
with where the horses to go, or are they just kind of different areas? Trying to get a game plan together.
Well, that's really up to you. We will supply you with feed for 7 days if you choose to travel by land, and if you want to choose travel by water, you'll save that extra amount of feed. And what you do with the horses is up to you. If you want to eat them overnight, if you want to try to
Eat the horse.
butcher them. No, not that horse, your horses. And then you travel by the boat that's been provided for you, or make your horses into glue. You to say what you want to do with them. That's your choice. You can obviously travel by land and go the long way to get this parcel to
We enjoy
Mr.
taking them.
Chalaska
So we're not-
urine.
Taking our horses is what I'm hearing.
Oh yes. We'll happily take them if you want to leave them for us.
Those aren't my horses to give.
Then do with them what you will. We will provide feed for 3 days to the wall. And if you choose to go by land, that's well and good. That's
I'm
your choice. It's
internally,
your prerogative.
and I'm internally having a conversation as I remember
And
things.
so the guard you're talking to is biased. He says, Ronaldo, get them their feed. And he brings out a custom barrel. This kind of got what we call a hex lid that threads down that they've made. They put the 3 barrels of feed in the cart with the horses bound. And so
Okay, yeah, we'll go by water. So we'll take
you go by water. Okay. As I said, what you do is your own prerogative. So how would you rate your overall stay at Waterdeep?
9.
Very satisfied, somewhat satisfied, or
10 out of 10.
I rated a 9 out of 10, but only because
James, write that down. Your input is important.
I didn't take it upon myself. Didn't he give us a brochure? He gave us a brochure. I would recommend a brochure, like telling us all the things, because I just kept thinking of things I wanted to do. But if I would
James is
have,
alone.
if I would have like known
his feet,
them
he's just
beforehand,
riding as fast as you can, like a court transcriber.
then I would have been like, I want to go here now, and then I'm going there
Okay,
tomorrow.
okay.
But it's pretty great.
Like a travel map.
So like a planned schedule. You want a whole schedule of where to be when.
Are you telling this to me, or
I'm
you want
asking you.
big boy voice?
I'm asking you. Is that what we're going for?
We had a tour, but there was too much to take in at once.
Does the horse have a name?
Are you actually a scout for Waterdeep?
Not that we know.
Like,
Yeah,
Raven
boy
Queen
or
didn't
girl?
send you, it's a spell and you're around the corner.
we should definitely just tell him about all the people there, because that's just.
Well, name him
they need some
Toby.
better hygiene. I don't know, dude. Not a fan of this
You've been
place.
here like 30 minutes.
I know, and I already.
You've been here 2 hours and you
already
hate it. It's a good thing we're leaving
I already
now.
hate it.
Well, what you do when you leave is your choice, but if any harm comes to that horse, it'll be your backs.
Cool.
Is the horse worth money or are we transporting money?
The horse is worth a great deal.
Oh, okay. So, what's on.
As I said, this is a 100 platinum piece investment.
Okay, see, that's where I was confused.
And the
He's
shackle,
probably really
all the
good at
shackles
racing.
and a big the saddle, an exotic saddle over the top of it. They have what looks like the image of a brazier, just a single wick. That's all it is. So, anyway, so as y'all take your parcels and leave, they pay you up front. You have your feed loaded. That's not enough feed for your horses. It's enough feed
For
to take care of that horse, their horse.
Okay.
And so,
Can I purchase more feed before we?
yeah.
Can I go sell
So-
something before we leave?
So you'll have known, for brevity, we'll say you knew you were setting out and you didn't know that the option to leave by water was going to be provided for you, so you want to go ahead and buy 7 days worth or 5 days.
Can we
That's
say
what's
for-
up to you guys as far as your choice. You can leave by land or water, and the other choice is going to be the breakdown of the travel time. Options: returning to Red Larch. Returning by land. However you want to drive the horses, it's going to be, if you go at a relaxed pace, the wall is 85 miles out, and the dungeon's a mile out from there.
Can we say for brevity that I sold two
For
or three
brevity?
things? Yeah, that word you keep using that I've never heard.
That you do what?
That I sold a couple things.
Yeah, sure.
Can we like flashback it?
We might recap that whenever Petrichor does his time for the donkey. It is. Let's see. I have it written down somewhere for you.
Can we flashback that I bought some things?
Yeah, it's 85 miles to the Tower Fortification. It's 180 miles to Red Larch. If you travel to Large right in by water, that'll take you 3 days. And if you don't,
Water monsters.
and however you travel on land, as far as your pace, that's up to you. You can travel 25 miles a day, so it'll take you 7 days if you go at a relaxed pace. 5 days if you
Running hard.
if you do sleep cycles every other day, you rest, and you can make the trip in 3 days if you if you travel through the night, sleeping in shifts. You can go no sleep hardly. You go 60 miles a day. So that's your breakdown. How do y'all want to travel?
Can we like go by land and get 7 days of feed, but also get the boat in case we encounter water?
So you want to choose to go by land.
We can go back
You don't
same
wanna-
way we came.
you- all right, everybody close your eyes. Leave your hands up. If you want to vote for land.
I just want the boat.
Leaving your hands up if you want to go by land. Okay. Go ahead and open your eyes. Three against. Even if Adam was here voting water, it's 3
can
against
vote
2.
for Adam.
He voted water. So we go by land. Eyes closed, hands left up. You want to go at a relaxed pace. Eyes closed. Relaxed pace. 7 days. Hands up.
I don't care.
All right. Open your eyes. We'll do ranked voting. So far, we got 2 for 7.
We go at 7. I don't care.
Well, okay, so you want to go relaxed pace. So it's the 25th. That'll put you getting back. What is that? 25 plus 5 is the 30th, and it'll be a new month. Let me see.
The minimum paper storage again.
Yes. Might not be due yet if you go 7 days.
I'm just gonna take my stuff out of storage and get back.
You could pay for the year now if you want to.
I don't have a reason for it to be in storage.
Let's see. It'll be the month of.
And since I took that 8-pound golden rock out of my inventory, I can walk.
It'll be the
around
month of
with
Flame Rule. It'll be the 2nd when you get back to Red Lodge.
the second.
So you are keeping the folding boat. He explained to you that that's going to be expected to be returned with the horse when you get there. But if you encounter water, you have it. So on the first day, as y'all set out, now it's noon. It's closer to 12:30. Getting out. Oh, wrong dice.
Could this be just like? Did we see that she was using the scrying spell when we were in there around the crystal ball?
Well, you didn't say you rolled perception or anything, so we're gonna say no. What you seen was she panned her eyes up and looked to the ceiling, and all of a sudden the room filled with smoke, and you began to
There's
have the vision.
going on to see if any of it was happening because of her or with the crystal ball. I want to roll for recall
Yeah.
to see if I remember that happening.
Oh, you are not connected.
Check your Wi-Fi.
That's what I was about to say. I think you're, yeah, what's on?
Go down to that bottom right and check it. There you go.
So it's a sunny day. Not me. Oh, we'll get to this. Hold on. So in horses. What's the marching order going to be?
I'm gonna be behind Stephanie.
Going to be behind Stephanie.
And you're still a shadow.
I'm still lingering in
You're
your
be in
shadow.
his shadow.
And wherever you want to put Adam.
What horses are? Who's mounting what horse? You got the white, the black, the brown, and the white.
One the brown one.
I'm mounting. the special
Which one's the
horse.
weird horse?
That's in the car that you've been expressly told that you don't need to ride, but they won't know any better. White, black, brown, white, and
We're on the brown one.
You're on the brown. You're in the shadow. You're.
I don't think we have enough people to ride
You're
horses.
Toby. Which one is that?
Special horse.
The Toby.
Oh,
Named
you're on the
it.
color horse. Okay. So Petrichor will be on the. You're on the brown horse. He'll be on the white horse. And so he'll be out front. You're in the rear. If you're going to a relaxed pace, are you going to dart off ahead from time to time and forage?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing when we stop.
You're not. I mean, I guess you could stop.
We're going.
Ponds and watering holes and things like that. You're traveling 23 miles a day.
I mean,
So however you want to.
if I can go forage and not get behind,
That's what I'm saying.
go
Is you
up
go to
ahead.
the tree line ahead of them, and then as you forage and work as they caught up to you, and then get back in with them. So we'll say you did that. Give me 7 nature checks.
7 nature checks.
No, not nature. Do it's foraging. Yeah, do nature.
7 of them.
You're gonna travel for 7 days.
Oh, okay.
Keep
so I'm
up,
doing
keep
one
up
a
with
day.
all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do them all now though while I'm doing this.
Okay.
Wait. What are you doing?
I'm doing nature checks
For what? Why?
for foraging for potion stuff.
Can I assist with that?
Sure.
You can.
Wait, are we going through the forest? Like what is?
No, you're just traveling back, and he's just going to the tree line to forage and
But
do that
like,
do that on the way.
What is the terrain? Is what I'm asking.
It's not difficult terrain. It's just a path. It's just
No, honey, like
difficult terrain type thing.
forest, woodland, swamp, coast.
Woodland. You know, the tree line is the tree line of the forest. The Crypt Garden Forest, I believe.
But this is the other thing. I can either do them all now, or I can spread them out through the days, I guess. And I can add.
But we're not going to talk about the entire travel. I'm going to give you some details and some
but
rundowns of what happens.
Dice to it.
What do you mean you can add?
You want to read?
Whatever you want to add. If you want to add superiority dice, do them as you roll. If you think you
But
want
if I'm going to do them all today, I don't want to use up all my superiority dice right now and then fight something and die.
So what I was asking for is because my favorite terrain as a ranger is the forest.
Yeah.
So when I'm foraging,
Yeah, as you come to the Crypt Garden Forest on the tree line of that, you would, if you had
Yeah.
advantage, you would.
yeah, I can find twice as much food as normal. Our group can't become lost except by magical means. When you're engaged in other activities while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, I remain alert to danger. Difficult terrain doesn't slow our group.
Okay, that's all good to know. Yeah, so I'll say you'll make them as I do what I'm.
Never mind, I
I do it on
can't use
the
any
same.
of my D8s for foraging. So you want to help me do
Okay,
this?
first day,
Yeah, 'cause I find
y'all
twice
do
as
it.
much.
y'all traveling with no issue. You skirt the Crypt Garden Forest. Y'all are making small talk as you do it. Kind of talking a little bit about the divination, some gnats and pests as you go. You know, things that just like the nectar of the plants. The things that you're working with, and got kind of a little competitive edge between the two of you, each kind of working in what seems to be a similar a similar
So much more grass.
type
So
of
much more grass.
serviceable act thing vocation that y'all are doing here. So if you want to roleplay that, you can. So do that. Let's see, what would you roll?
I haven't rolled none yet, so I'm rolling nature.
You rolling two, or you just assist?
And what does your assist do? With
I just get double. Like whatever I find, I just collect double.
Like double up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll separate if you want to guess it. Unless you just want to give him advantage and he gets double.
This is my first one.
Yeah, I got a 9.
So that's a 7.
Ooh, I still found more.
Okay, so you kind of like the over editor. You just kind of lean over his shoulders, and you don't really want to do it like that. You're cutting too close to the base. You can cut the pollinators off the top.
Right, I'm
So
not
on and so
like
forth,
really-
nitpicking him, kind of telling him
I'm not
you know
really
what you
gonna
did
be
wrong
like,
there,
Yeah.
type of thing.
You don't want that one. You want that one.
Not really gonna hurt my feelings for coaching me on like nature checks and like searching for stuff to make potions.
So
Not
that's the first day.
finding more stuff than me.
You find rest, got an issue. Second day, going forward again, you make checks. You didn't find anything for the.
I didn't find anything.
No, you got a 9, you got a 7.
8.
18.
18. You. Yeah. So you find plenty of components for. What are you looking for specifically? We'll say you find enough to save him the cost of 6 gold for both antitoxin, herbalism, or healing potion combined.
So that's like, so she's got coupon pretty much.
She is
Metaphorical
finding
coupon.
components
Yeah.
for you, or unless you want to keep them, it will be the equivalent of cutting down the cost of a healer's potion or a antitoxin each. You know, so 6 total, 3 old ones.
Yeah, no, you can hand them to you.
Okay. That's like.
So you'll collect those.
And it's 6 gold.
Had a pretty good time doing it. And now you're getting in the groove of it. You know, finding out. You know, tree bark's brushed up right here. Animals around this area eating this and that. These are good for gut health, things like that, and testing on. This is going to more towards the healing area, and animals are shying away from this way, so tracking, you kind of fall out towards this place and find some of the things that all the animals have been avoiding, the woodland creatures, and that's where you find all the good that you found, the honey pot.
Throughout the day, when I'm riding my horse, when we're not foraging, because I imagine we're foraging for like 20 minutes a day or something. Are we foraging all day long?
With the checks that you've made, you
5 minutes?
say,
Are we saying like,
this is up to you. You can do it as much or as little you want to, and deduct the price of that gold.
so I can just keep rolling?
If you want to do it for, you know, for a few minutes and have what you have, and go ahead and say you want to make potions or whatever, you can, but you're going to have to pay the price of whatever you're at. As far as we said, 25 gold. Was it 25 or 50?
It was for making the thing?
Yeah, crafting. It was on one day, and then X amount. It was 25 gold because I'm
25,
minus
you
50.
said.
Yeah, so you'll have collected what you have collected from the time you start. So if you only had the 6 gold knocked off, you'll raise your inventory 25 minus 6.
I was just going to say some crap about woodworking.
If you want to do that, that's fine.
While riding horseback.
Yeah, you can,
So
you can whittle.
we're just going to keep going day by day and look for more coupons. Can you do every day to search for it? Or
Yeah.
okay, let's go again.
I mean, it's not like a limited to one time.
We want to do, I don't know how your stuff works. Are we waiting until something attacks us? Or are we
On the
day
third
3?
day, as y'all are getting close to, we've passed the 4 or 5 wall, and y'all keep going on. And as y'all get towards the tree lines and do the typical foraging, which y'all normally do, you see that the golems are all disheveled, dismantled, the ones y'all left behind, and broken. And you see in the area.
No, we don't know what. can use the rock disc
You
for.
can't carry it.
I can
You
because
apparently don't even know how to crush rock.
my rock is in
So-
transit, so I'm not carrying it. So I am.
You want to go pay 70 more gold to have someone crush your rocks for you?
You want to like materialize a body before you take an attitude and opinions on things.
You see above.
Because as far as I'm concerned,
Heal the
I
man.
don't remember your name half the time, and you're Toby number 2.
Well,
After
you can call me what you
divorce.
want. I will be Toby number 2 for now.
I'm glad you picked like a normal, like Earth name for Toby.
Yep, it's just Toby.
That's what I was thinking a minute ago. It's like you see that all the golems are just like towns. Like, where's Toby? Did Battle Chicken have
You
a
guys
name?
see
No, he
one of
just kept
these.
calling it chicken.
Oh, the ice one.
Yeah. You see. Two of these.
So we got ice and mud.
We fought the mud one. Did we fight the mud one before?
No.
Who swore we fought the mud one? We see 2 mud ones.
Yeah. One ice, 2 mud. Let's see.
We have like an option of fighting these, or just happening?
We're gonna get to that.
Law of origin.
That's what you get for digging around in the dirt.
Do you want to manifest and fight stuff, or you want to bitch?
Probably just gonna bitch for you.
Okay.
Do they have astronauts in D&D?
You said astronauts?
Astronaut.
What's that?
So so you can have like flame astronaut, frost, storm. It's kind of like a small humanoid creature that comes from the plane of oblivion, which is like their version of hell. Sort of.
Y'all see a fighter? It looks something like that.
They're usually summoned and used to protect things.
No, I'm not saying.
And separate fighter that looks like that. Now, at which time, when y'all get there, Venture said, kind of shrinks back and said, okay. Now, we have the element of surprise here. We saw them probably right as on the cusp of them wearing down that, those golems. I suggest.
They destroyed all the golems.
I suggest we fall back to that tower fortification and with Abbadon, with the ritual that Honk taught me, the very one that brought you here, and this ring I have, I might be able to pray to my God, perform a ritual.
Abbadon
and,
side.
maybe call in some help. This is Petrichor. He said, I don't know, maybe absent-mindedly, but Dursba, he left some green scales. I guess he molts. He left some in with the red scales. Maybe he was going to try to pull one over on a merchant, but I have those, and I think that maybe in the same way. And now, inside of his semi-corporeal form, you see a black feather float, and just like the telling of the story from Ankh, the way he perceived it, he thinks maybe that's a soul anchor. And so I think I can use these to bind Dursba if he chooses a semi-corporeal form like that here with us. He can be of aid to us. So
we kill Abbadon and Darth will show up.
So y'all make
Okay.
roll for stealth. Everybody, give me.
Dang it!
Y'all have roll with advantage.
What
If you have heavy armor on, roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or just do a straight roll.
Just do a straight roll.
If you have disadvantage. All right, roll stealth and see if they notice you.
Technically, I'm still a shadow.
You're a shadow. You don't have to roll.
So you got a 9.
And that 20.
You got a natural
We did.
20s.
Yeah.
So
See how
he's
this
turning,
affects,
he's
right?
turning around and turning his horse around. He's not handling really well, and you kind of
As always, I'm going in behind Stephanie's character.
hush her horse, his horse, and try to calm down with your natural 20, and you don't have to roll. You help him out enough that y'all can slink away quietly. Okay, yeah, y'all fine. So you make it back to the wall, and I'm gonna need that gallon of water that you had from the dungeons. Check it from the elemental plane of water.
What?
You have
In the water skin?
yeah, you have that water skin from the dungeon. Right? It's Spectre talking to you.
It wasn't magic.
Well, it was planar touch. I might be able to use that. I need it as a conduit, a focus for this spell, this ritual. Help me out here.
Do we want to retcon the fact that I pretty much dumped it out earlier? Because it
When did
wasn't
you-
magic?
You didn't say you dumped
Yeah,
that,
he
did you?
did.
I didn't say. Did I say
I
it?
do remember you saying that.
Because I changed it in my
Because he asked me
inventory.
to hand it back to him.
Yeah, and I put 1 gallon water skin empty.
And then they went through this whole spiel about how much
Give me some water.
empty water skin.
Anybody have any holy water?
We're gonna like
This
ignore
guy
the fact that I dumped
You have
out
holy
that-
water? He hears you say that. Unless you say it in deep speech, which he knows deep.
Yeah.
Are you talking?
I was
you
talking. Sorry, I'm talking to you.
Speak to him in common?
Petrichor knows deep speech.
No.
No, me. I'm talking to you.
In deep
Yeah.
speech?
Did you buy some
deep
holy
speech.
water earlier?
So just you hear this.
And I mentally say back.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not telepathic. That's why I sent you that link for.
Well, I think, yeah.
So do you say it?
No, I think it.
Because it's a verbal language. It's not a fake language. That's why I sent you that link.
But we can communicate telepathically, or he can read my mind.
Deep speech doesn't work like that.
Well, how is he?
It's a vocal language. He's talking
Yes.
to you from your shadow in deep speech.
I say in deep speech to him.
So just y'all have this private.
As long as the translation to deep speech from common doesn't sound like, yeah. Then I'm saying
Yeah.
in an audible deep speech to him, if no one else. Petrichor Ravenclaw, he's not here.
Did you just call me Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw. Yeah, I did.
I don't even know what my name is anymore. I've got like an identity crisis.
Tom.
Hell, might as well
as
is.
long as Petrichor, Raven, and Toby can't speak deep speech,
Tom and Toby. That's the
He rolled
duo.
a natural one to just go ahead and slide a hand and try to slip
who,
his hand.
Toby?
Petrichor. Try to slip his hand in your component pouch and start shoving
I'm
it
gonna
around.
roll to try to grab his hand.
You do that. Somebody have holy water. Artemis, you have holy water.
8.
Let me look
Anybody.
in my bag.
Need it.
8.
Stop. What's his hand?
There you go, tough guy. You did something.
You said that common or deep speech?
Deep speech. Still just talking to him. Still
Is
just
there
harassing
just
her.
water around us?
No.
Anywhere?
There's not holy
Petrichor,
water
can't you
around
like
us.
bless holy water?
No. That's all you can do.
He's a clerik. I feel like he should be able to like.
For the sake of this, yeah, we'll say
Dude, is he gonna give me money back on?
he gets a basin from inside the tower fortification, puts water in there, sets his incense around it, burns, prays. This whole process takes about
You can
10 minutes.
turn water into
And
holy
he makes
water.
holy water. For the sake of this, we're going to say that there's enough components of the fortified wall that he can do it. For the sake of this, I don't know if his character can as a cleric or not. In this instance, things are allotted, stars
So
align, and he
glad
can.
he doesn't know that.
So, he's doing this ritual, and the water's shimmering. He just tips the basin forward. And he looks to you. He said, I need the mirror plane represented here as well, even if it's the negative plane. He said, is there a way you guys can get back to the Shadowfell and can complete the ritual? And he just transcribes it on a note, and the rest of what you need to say.
Or ritual.
The ritual he's trying to do.
Yeah,
To summon Dursburg.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Hey, Toby, can we, is there any way we get back to the Shadowfell? Usually Raven Queen just summons me.
So for the game master's perspective, point of word, yes, this is something you know how to do.
Ah,
So Yes?
Yeah.
So you stand in the water, and your semi-corporeal form kind of starts to, be kind of like putting food coloring in water. It changes into, it represents.
Can he just do it without me?
No. He's melding into that water, and you're expected to
I feel like
stand in
him
there.
being a shadow is a choice.
So you stand in the water and just plummet through, and you're in the shadow field. You're in the plane. You're not in the pocket dimension. You're in the shadow field now, mirror to the prime material plane. This tower fortified wall, as you see out, it's got spikes, just long spires standing up.
Can I forage?
No. So you read the incantation that has been presented to you from Petrichor. You are both saying it, opposite sides. If you've seen Stranger Things, the flea and the trapezoid thing, you are saying it together, and all of a sudden, Dursba, now this is your third day traveling?
Yeah.
So 1 day away from on the road, you kind of get like a sleepy feeling, just like when you're driving down a valley, trees overhead, and then the lights flickering in for you, and your eyes get real heavy, and all of a sudden, Tyr says to you, Dursba, he said, "You're being summoned." And so at that point, you have a vision based on the path you've chosen that we talked about, that you start flying through the astral plane, and you see the Gezerah and Githyanki fighting and feuding, and all that as your body is astral projected and begins to be pulled away. You have a choice. Do you want to allow this to happen or not?
Yes.
So you're flying that way. All that bleeds away into what is a vision given to you from Tyr. Is just your baby. He said, "You came to me seeking justice, to be a instrument of that justice, for me to satisfy my burden for that in this world. And I gave you sincere milk of that thing being just a babe. But now the time has come for you to be truly set on your path. You serve through proxy me, but by choice now I willingly let you go." And he sets you down, and then just covers you up over the face with the swaddling cloth. But then you stand full grown, and the image of your new sovereign is right in front of you, shining, just blinding you with all of its glory, and then platinum wings spread out with the rest of the vision is just illuminating to the point where it eventually just fades out entirely. At that point, soul, you are ejected from the water, and you as well, Abbadon, and a semi-corporeal, watery, visage of you is represented there. For the purpose of this, you'll be vulnerable to ice damage. But being that and you conveyed this to him, being that the shadow plane was the mirror plane that was used to conduct this ritual on the winter solstice, you'll solidify, and you can actually invoke duplicity. So your semi-corporeal form will actually be a true duplicate of you on the winter solstice, and you and Petrichor each will get 2 uses of channel infinity. So, for now, your actual body on the road is just coma state, basically.
It's catatonic.
Yeah, and you're here with them.
So we have a water Dursba.
Yeah, I remember, he doesn't appear as water. It's more a radiant thing. He appeared from the water. It was water-ish.
I did detect magic on water.
Okay, you detect that he is very magical. And so, for the purposes of this, you're here now.
Yep, right.
In semi-corporeal form. Looking almost just like yourself.
To the conversation.
Just like,
At this point, I'm just going to materialize. I'm going to be there.
I'm
not your shadow anymore.
What do we say when he material? Like, what body does he look like?
You want to show him the picture?
You gotta show us the picture.
But you have clothes on.
Really? This is your one-off character.
This is his character. That he made this is not an NPC thing that he.
This is not a one-time character. This is
this is my character.
Yeah.
I'm clearly comfortable wherever I'm at, in all of my glory.
All right.
Yeah, the wind just blew this blanket over my crotch.
Petrichor grabs the skin.
It wasn't a choice.
He said, There's was here. I said, but I have to maintain concentration on this ritual for this to last. So I'm gonna stay behind. You guys come get me, and I'll mount the horse on the way back. And so for the time being, this is a safe place. I'm gonna stay here and focus on the ritual to maintain it. You go on without me.
Really would have been a big shadow, like bigger than I would have casted.
I'm anywhere, which I'm, I guess, actually about my height from my understanding in this, because I could be up to 7 feet tall.
Are you Shadow Archive?
It should be in there.
Yeah,
if you want to check.
from,
Okay.
Are you Shadow Archive, or you still don't want to share?
Hold on. Calm yourself. I can be anywhere from 5 feet to 7 feet tall. I'm medium, which
You Shadow Archive?
So calm down, sir.
You sound like a Shadow Archive.
So the I don't want to butcher this. How would you say that?
Shadar.
Feyrai.
Feyrai. Okay. Feyrai. I didn't want
He's a
to.
Feyrai.
I did not want
Pharaoh?
to butcher that.
No, like magic.
You can tell him if you want to, you know.
I've been trying to like read through this the whole time we're playing and make sense of all of
in the
this.
sense that a fiend and a human
Right.
birth a tiefling, he is an elf and a fiend offspring.
Oh.
Is that homebrew?
It's like
No.
Fourth edition that I
Oh my god!
imported
Taking it
over.
way back.
Well, magical.
Elven and demonic bloodline.
So are you magic or fighter?
You gotta wait and find out.
Both of them?
Tell him what you want him to do, Dursman. You just got here. Bully him a little bit. Where's my money? Where's my stuff?
Yeah, where's my sword?
You had to talk to Petrichor. I didn't keep up with your stuff. Everybody else is.
You're the one that spent most of my money.
No, I'm not.
So for the purpose of this, yeah, you can collect the sword. We'll just say that since it's not going to your actual vessel, your body, you can handle things. You can interact with things and all that. Take your sword, put it in your compendium, and go ahead and have that ready in your inventory if you haven't already. You look at wondrous items. You have it. You're good. You're good to go then. So you'll take that from Petrichor. You got that now. So I'll leave it with the rest of y'all.
I think I
Y'all can
stole
RP
your
it.
money. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was yours. They just told me that I could buy things.
I
and
didn't
they'll
tell
pay you
her
back. I'm so sorry.
It was all him. That's what
I didn't tell her anything.
Point of order. The person, Josh, likes to be home by 9, right? Leaving at 8:30. So if y'all want him to help you with this fight, just y'all can read into that what y'all
I'm
want.
ready to go.
Fight going on?
And we're
If y'all
about,
choose to fight those things, y'all
We're gonna-
have to,
We're
yes.
still like we
I've got
shied
a
away,
shiny
but
new
we're
sword that
still
needs some blood.
because we brought him to us,
Okay,
but
so, like, can we,
they're
like-
still like
Y'all can go fight those things. Y'all can avoid them. You can go stuff and go around.
we do have the grid map out.
But the person, Artemis, will remember that y'all also have the assignment, which is why I assume you chose land. Petrichor would have heavily leaned towards choosing water. That's why I charted two different courses for you. You remember the Etna hunt is still a thing, that he's in this area. So,
is the thing we previously discussed like for last week going to be relevant for me?
no, not for you anymore. You don't have to worry about that at all.
Okay.
I got that.
I'm ready to go find.
Have these
Fine.
guys like lowered their health any while we've been in here and doing?
No,
No, they,
you're
They
basically
haven't like
at full
killed.
day.
They haven't like killed off a thing or two while we were in here.
Those things lower the health. You don't know.
Then okay.
Y'all been on the wall, so it'll take 10 minutes to get back out. At this point now, you're pushing.
10 minutes. I should have killed them.
Yeah, sure. We might as well go fight them unless we're just gonna walk on by. We could get stuff from it, and we got a pretty good track record of murder.
At this point, it is the 20.
Six. Is that not?
This is the
No,
20.
you said it was the
29.
second.
Hold on. I said I gave y'all the date of when y'all got to Red Lodge. What it would be.
It was the 26th. We're 3 days out, so it's the 29th.
Thank you.
It's the 29th right now. And it's about 7 a.m.
So we still have the whole day. Alright, I'm gonna like tie the horses up way away from battle so that none of them get damaged,
You're gonna
especially
walk the
Toby.
You're gonna walk the 10 minutes, because that'll make that take a lot longer. You're gonna bottle them up there somewhere?
Yeah, I want to bring them closer, just
Gotcha.
safely
Gotcha.
away from battle.
Okay, so you all do that. You leave Toby here with Fetch 4 at the wall, tower fortification.
Fetch
Really?
I'll make your way there.
Toby's in your hands.
You leave one other horse away.
Sounds like you would leave
I'll
both
take 3 of the
Tobys.
horses and ride out together. Unless y'all all want to ride on an individual horse, y'all can, because there's 4 horses. Or y'all can saddle up together too. If you
I mean,
Or you can just ride in the shadow. Or you can just ride in the shadow.
I'll
It's up to you.
I'll share a horse with either him or Water Birds, and
So
Which
if
is-
y'all
Just being
if y'all
forward.
bridle the horses and hitch them up somewhere and you're approaching the enemies, if you want to be stealthy, roll for stealth. If you're approaching the enemies and trying
on
to
horseback.
you bridle the horses safely somewhere
Okay.
on the tree line. You know, so if you want to sneak up on the enemies, roll stealth.
8.
Roll a d20.
And what did you say earlier? Was advantage for stealth?
You had advantage, yeah, because y'all knew they were there.
Oh,
So you
right.
straight roll this time.
Oh.
That was last time.
3.
8, 3.
Okay, so
13.
let's see what we do is
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your stealth modifier.
relevant at all.
Just roll that dice.
So just roll it. Shut up. 19.
19. Okay, so
You're going
but with 3 fails and only 1 success, they hear you guys coming. So I'm like, no surprise round. Like everybody roll it.
12.
Hold on. Before you call them out to me.
You got 12 as well.
Do you have anything to add to your initiative?
I don't have any.
That's all.
20 to 25? Nobody? 15 to 20?
Okay. I was trying to figure out what this
10 to 15?
Yep.
I got 9.
Got 12. Those we got 12.
2 12s.
I gotta check my initiative.
He probably got higher if he got
+1.
There's Bill.
He got 13. I got 12.
really do so much.
That's okay. It
Doesn't matter.
puts you.
4.
That's okay. It's just your rank and.
I was gonna say I'm
Are we-
just gonna stay back.
Are any of them orcs? This isn't orcish artwork.
So, what's it? 5 to 10?
9.
You got a 9? Zero 5. Couldn't see my top of the round. It's gonna be the Sky Weaver. That's it. Oh, that's not battle music. I will show you in just a second. That is not the battle music. What the what? 1 second, let me get the ambiance for you guys. There we go. Add. Don't give us an ad. 1 second. All right. Play the music. There we go. Alright. So, Skyweaver, looks like that. Sees you guys. He is going to. Sees you guys approaching.
Oh dang, I thought he was on our side.
The Skyweaver.
Which one's this guy?
The guy in the cloaks.
Oh,
there's all-
I thought it was two fighters fighting.
See, that's what I thought it
That's
was.
what I thought.
The way that he worded that and presented
Said it
them
had
all.
them down
You
to.
know, you just seen them all there.
Oh my god, is the girl gonna fight us too?
Bro. So it's like two villains and monsters. And we're like, we're coming to hell. We're almost
For
there.
purposes of this, let me go ahead and make y'all a map so you know where everybody's at. This is. Okay, so that's north. This is the opening to the dungeon, one of them. One of the openings, if y'all recall, there was two. There. People representing here. And there's two mud methods and one ice. I'll say each of these squares, these are elevated 2.5 feet up off the ground, and that's 10 feet up off the ground for the purposes of your ranged attacks up here. And that'll be the commercial labor right there.
So is the cloak guy actually a monster?
No, he's not a monster. He's a humanoid.
Humanoid?
All right, so now y'all tell me where y'all want to be at this. Y'all
Which direction are we?
Y'all were coming this way. And so, but y'all brought out your horses and you are doing it stealthily. Yeah, so y'all, the tree line would have been anywhere back here. Typically coming, y'all coming in like a northwestern direction. Red Lark's being north, and y'all know in the dungeon here being to the west, y'all could be coming this way. However you like to come from this way if you brought all the horses back here. I'm letting y'all just tell me. Okay. Alright, from Ravencloud. So where you?
I'm gonna do it here.
Meanie right there.
I'll be back here again.
Abbadon.
I'll take a point somewhere in the front.
They're all in a straight line, a nice pretty little line.
I'll be 2 squares in front of Ravenclaw.
2 squares in front of it.
Or
Mine.
Tom.
Yeah, my name is Artemis Ravencloud, but I've been called Raven Artie. Called me irritating.
Everything with the right name has been what she was called.
Where's Petrichor?
Back at the wall. Maintaining concentration on the ritual. Don't you like how I did that? Alright. Gotta keep up. I got that shit carved out. Okay, let's see. Let's shoot Already got it? Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, Sky Reaver. See, You all approach. He is going to attack Soul.
Great.
He's going to throw. Let's see. It's 10 feet up. 10, 15, 20, 35. What's the range on that? Okay, that'd be a disadvantage. So do that. It's going to throw a dagger at you. 12 to hit. So he throws a dagger, goes wide, misses. It's his turn.
Where does it land?
On perception, with disadvantage.
12 and 4.
4, you don't see it. You hear it.
Find that dagger.
Alright, next. Thursday, you're up. So you're on deck.
So we're being attacked by SW, correct? So
Skywind, yeah, that's the one that's currently attacking.
Are all of them just coming at us? They're not
I know
fighting
you.
each other?
Yeah, they haven't. You've been gone this whole time and they're not at each other. So
I'm going to. And I'll be able to use my. Movement to get over there and attack him, or
yeah, how much movement do you have?
30,
30.
25.
Count it out. See if you can make it.
25 to get right beside him. So I move up and I would attack him with
You can represent yourself on
fancy new sword of sharpness.
the board. That'd be nasty. Remember.
Six.
Damn it. 6 to hit on the Skyweaver. Pretty sure that's a miss.
Yeah.
Not plus anything?
Yep, that's a miss.
Yeah, there should be like a plot. Did he send
What's
you?
your attack on it?
Yeah, like see, my bow has like a +8. Your sword should have like a
To
plus.
hit is
Oh, plus 5.
strength plus proficiency and damage. Your strength modifier.
Yeah, so 6 + 5 is 11.
Yeah.
11 still missing.
No, that's right.
Sorry, she's trying to help you. So you kind of come up, swing upward with it. You just kind of dips out of the way, and miss. So, bonus action.
Bonus
Use
action.
movement action. Get your bonus action.
I am going to use Divine Favor.
I do.
Your prayer empowers you with Divine Radiance until the spell ends. Weapon attacks with an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit.
Noted. How long does it last? You get
Up to 1 minute.
Okay, so that'll be six rounds of it coming back to your turn. Is it concentration?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if he damages you, you have to roll Constitution above the damage you take to maintain concentration on his feet. That's how that works. So you're up.
So, can I move the full extent of my movement and throw something?
You can move, throw, finish moving. You can throw as you move.
Okay, I'm gonna move my 20 feet.
Okay. You have to use the marker. You don't.
Something like that.
Isn't that cool?
And then I'm gonna throw a hand axe at this M&M.
Mud man. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit.
So that's a 18 plus 3, 21.
Definitely hits.
And that is all 5 damage.
What is that? 1 or 2?
1. Sweet.
It is his turn. What you just attacked. He's gonna attack you back.
You want me to move them? Or you gonna throw them?
Oh yeah, you know right on this. Well, hold on, give me a minute. You know, I can,
What ball attack?
and then this is my pie. Yeah, so it's going to move up next to you.
Say the diagonal space or the same right forward?
Yeah, diagonal space. Alright, he's going to vomit acrid, viscid mud onto you. One creature within 5 feet of it, make a dexterity saving throw. DC to beat is 11. Okay, so as it hits you, all that mud dries instantly on you, and you're restrained for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. That's his action. So that's his turn. Next is the other one method. Seeing his Amigo attack you, he's going to come up and attack you as well.
What's his movement?
20 feet, he gets to you. So he's gonna. How much is he move? How much is moving from you?
So it's like 5, 10, 15, 20.
So he's gonna fly up in your face and hit you with his fist. 11.
That doesn't hit.
So he flies at you, frenzied, hurried, but seeing all the mud at you, he goes to punch, but then pulls his punch, not realizing whether you're you or his buddy. And so then he takes off another 20 feet straight up in the air. So right where you marked him, but up. The rest of his movement in the air.
Okay,
So
so he's in
that's
there.
his turn. Ravenclaw, you're up.
Okay. First I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the Sky Weaver.
Okay.
And does Thurspa count as half or 3/4 cover? Like, because he's right in front of it.
Can she shoot through?
Full. Yeah. Plus 5 is
Okay. No, I ignore that.
You ignore that.
Yeah, because I'm a
You
sharpshooter.
ignore 3/4 scope?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
cool.
why I was asking.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways, so I ignore that, and then I cast Hunter's Mark on him, and I'm going to notch back my invisible string.
Arrow apparates in there.
Yeah.
You don't want to use the longbow since you just have a rinky-dink short bow.
Hey, look, it's actually a +9 to hit. So
There you
it's
go.
like a
There you go. Told you it wasn't so bad.
23 to hit.
There you go. 23 to hit, that definitely hits.
Alright, and then 1d6.
Do it.
It's going to be a 6 plus 5, 11 damage. Oh, wait. Plus my Hunter's Mark. Which is another d6, so
It's hurting on that guy.
13.
Alright, he's hurt. Bonus action, smart attack. You want to use your movement?
I'm just going to yell at him. We're just trying to help you, stupid!
We'll do that. Now it is the Ice Mephic's turn.
And I don't, like, notch arrows for this thing, right? It's just, like, energy.
Just pull your hand back and act. Isn't that cool?
Sure.
The little dangly chain that turns into a bow.
Yeah!
So it's going to fly over. The Ice Mephit right behind the crushing slavery right there. It's going to fly up above. Over 50 in the fly speed. So he's gonna fly just above you. Yeah, and swap down into the claws, Dursley. There's gonna be a natural 1. So it swipes through your watery form, looking confused, your semi-corporeal form. Not really sure what just happened. So that's its turn. Yeah, that's its turn.
It's still just hovering above him.
Yep, flying right above him. Didn't have any more movement, so he can't fly up any further. So now it's the crushing wave. Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Wait, so there's not that woman fighter anymore?
She is the one.
Crushing wave?
You don't know that that's what she's called. For the purposes of knowing who's attacking you, I'm letting you know as the narrator.
Stretching around and fighting all action. Oh, she's like an Indian.
Is that your name?
So,
Throws a javelin at Derek.
he throws a javelin.
And there's the.
Can he throw around this FW?
So I was just about to say, as he threw, and he rolled a 4, so I want to see if it actually hit that guy.
Can I collect the javelin and add it to my
Depending on where it lands in one side.
I call my dagger. I call that dagger that's over here somewhere.
That wasn't even where you were at.
I don't know. He threw it and went past me.
Oh, it has to.
What's your armor class?
18.
18.
Ha!
4. Think he hit it. No, he did not. Barely misses the sky weaver right in front of him by 2 points.
I try to catch it.
So it lands to the side of it. It's on your next turn if you'd like to, as your free action, finesse action thing. So that was his turn. Back to the top. This is Skyweaver's turn. So seeing that, it's going to pick up the javelin.
Oh, no. Is it proficient with javelins?
They just discussed it before the fight. It's like
It throws it back.
Toss this to me, man. So it's going to pick up the javelin.
they only use weapons that are all proficient. One javelin between all
18,
of them.
19, 22 to hit.
Ugh.
You got this. So,
I have my shield.
It's a good thing your meat body isn't here. It's gonna really hurt. Really waiting on all y'all to get miniatures. I thought you would have had one by now.
I didn't know I could get one.
Yeah.
Considering how much you do in D&D.
I've got a friend who's got one of the 3D printers that told me if they ever
stabs at you, your form ripples, and the way you see light breaking through a crack, on something, it's just kind of shining through there as it stabs right there on you. Take He's looking rough. You cut him down, he's on his knee. He's bleeding. He's rough. RP, how do you swing? Where are you inflicting the wound down?
How you want to do it?
Javelin in your torso.
I'm gonna do the Elder Scrolls Wrecking Blow, just whack, straight up.
Rakes right across. Staggers back, falls on one knee, holding his hands up. Clutching his windows. Alright, that's his turn. That's your turn. Soul, you're up.
I'm gonna pull.
You're restrained, so let me check conditions.
So,
I think that's just your movement. You can
oh, I can still attack.
think you can, but one moment conditions. It's not back in this one. Yeah, if you know, you can chime in and help me out if you know it.
What was the question?
Restraint. Things that would impose on you.
Hey, what happened to his turn?
Yeah, what happened?
Crap, what'd you roll?
He rolled low.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
He was at the
You
bottom.
were 4, you are...
he should have went before me, or before.
I was gonna say, I feel like I
Yeah, you guys, yeah, so you got a 4.
Because it should have been you then me, right? And then back to them.
It
The
should
ice method had 4. You'll be right right in between Artemis and the ice method. And so what I'll do this time is I'll let you go before her, and then once again after it, get you back up on her. Sorry about that. That was my fault.
I was just like,
My fault. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, it's so many numbers to juggle around. All right, so I was looking at
that's you.
Good catch, brother. Good catch. Thank you.
I was thinking about it earlier.
That happens
Like,
sometimes.
he attacked
You
me.
should have said something when I said top of the round. My bad.
Yeah.
I think it was brother. Restrain. Creature speed is reduced to 0 and it can't benefit from any bonuses to speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage. That's it. You can still attack. You don't take any disadvantage. You just don't have opportunity attacks or reactions. And your speed is 0. So.
I'm gonna attack.
Yes, you can attack.
Okay, I'm gonna have my long swords out. And considering the second mud muffin is in the air, I'm gonna attack the first one. That one.
Yeah, he'll just fuck it up.
So I'm going to roll for the first swing.
Want to bet for the first one?
And that's 21 with my +3.
That hits.
7.
7 damage.
Yep. 7 damage, and then I'm going. You want to write that? You want me to wait a minute for you?
Oh, you good.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing my second swing at it, and that is a 14.
Okay, that hits.
And
Now on your second swing, you don't add your proficiency to hit. You just add your attack modifier. So
what do you mean? I didn't add my attack. If with
when
my
you swing to hit, it's strength modifier plus proficiency to hit. So on your offhand, you just add the strength, not proficiency.
I added the my attack bonus for my first hit, but not for my second. So it's a,
What was the second roll?
second roll is 14.
Both hit. Go ahead.
Okay,
Just making it
damage.
clear. That's
One.
the roll off.
One.
1 damage.
Oh yeah, I get a +1 for slashing damage too on each of these. So instead of 8 damage altogether, it's 10.
All together.
Yep, and then I'm gonna use action surge,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do another swing on this one. That's an 8, so I'm gonna use superiority dice to add. What? Does that hit before I add this?
Oh, you can't ask that. What was
I
it?
can ask is an 8, and then I'm gonna add
8 to hit.
Yeah, on my action surge attack.
That doesn't hit now.
And we'll add a superiority dice. I didn't figure it hit.
Swing. Does it, well, read the rules of the spirit.
It says
you have to
I
add
can-
it. You have to add it before or after you
No, it said I can
Before or
add
after you
before
roll.
or after.
So
Yeah, it's the first one.
you would have had to call before you knew if it was a good or not.
I didn't figure it hit.
Yeah, but it is. And you spin the dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend it on
So that misses though, but you done a lot of damage.
4, so I got a 12.
12 to hit. That hits. Sweet.
And damage. It's 2. So 12 damage to it all.
Sweet. So now is that mud method that you just attacked. It's this turn.
Oh yeah, did I get the, what do I roll to see if I can shake off?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, how much
DC to beat is 11.
11? The 10.
Okay, you do not need it.
Do I add my modifier?
So you have the saving throw. You roll a 10 and you would add saving throw. Plus 2.
So it's a 12.
So you do break it.
Sweet.
So you kind of strong arm, you know, full lat spread, you bust out of the mud, you're good.
Sweet.
And now it's its turn as you break out.
Come on.
16, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
1. Alright, so it does 7 damage to you. As you break out, and it just grabs the clots of mud that you break off, and it kind of absorbs into its form, and with 2 big, you know, paws, just boom, both sides, the ear clap, basically the equivalent of a closed fist, right on your head. Take 6 damage. That's its turn.
6 damage or 7?
7. I'm sorry, 7 damage.
Okay.
So that's its turn. Second mud method's going to do the same. It's going to attack you as well. 11 for 14 to hit. Still misses. Okay, trying to swing at you. It flies down forward, trying to get down your noggin, and as it hits you, you reel back and it hits.
This second one has the worst net perception.
Yeah, it's bad. So now, Abbadon, you're up.
So I've got my dagger.
Retroactive attack. Then it'll be harness and go back on that.
Okay, so so I've got like sneak attack and things like that. Like how does I don't know exactly.
Sneak attack.
So
You have to have an ally within 5 feet of whomever you're attacking.
right, which I've got 30 movement. So that one's in the air.
This
No,
one's in the
that
air,
one's-
that one's on the ground.
That one's on the ground. Okay.
So someone else is exactly you do. Someone else is being hostile to it as a threat. So you do have sneak
Or you
attack.
can come over to me and help me. I might too.
Okay, hold on. So,
You go diagonally.
yeah, I was gonna say I have enough movement to get over there too, right? Like
You have
Yeah,
to
because
do
it's-
20, 25.
Each tile is 5
right.
feet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well then I will move over to you.
You want to move here?
Yeah, I'll move over next to you. And you did the most damage, what, 1 or 2?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
The second one, is it still in the air?
Yes.
It's the second one's still in the air. This
Okay.
one over here.
Well, I want to use sneak attack on the first one.
Okay.
Does that mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I'm behind it or not, like on the map?
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
All
alright.
right, matter.
Didn't know how specifically we were getting.
It's
Once you
focused on
get
me,
into
so
melee
you're
with something,
sneaking
and
up to
then you
it.
move out of melee, though, you can get an attack opportunity with it. So
Okay.
move it. That's all you know about that.
Okay.
19 to hit.
You hit that hits.
3 sets for 2 sets in each, so we got a bunch of extra dice.
9.
Yeah.
This is doing Skyway Readers.
We can walk you through like choosing punch type and all that.
Very briefly.
You did 10 damage. How do you want to do this?
I just want to yell. I told you we're not trying to hurt you, stupid. And then I'm just gonna notch back and lightning bolt with right past his ear and then right between the eyeballs.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Done. Right between the eyes. Just above the bridge of the nose. And it slumps in the ground. All right. Now, Abbadon. It's your turn.
Hold on.
What do you have? You have your rapier to attack with.
Right. Yeah, we were just looking through
Doesn't
spells
any
and
like
stuff.
buff spells or anything.
Rogues don't have a whole lot of spells. Kind of like fighters. He's just now got some at level 3. I think he has some. I can't remember if he did or not.
Like it says I can grow facial hair and body hair.
You're the only one that can do that as a favor.
Let's say, like I'm just gonna be in the middle of combat, like ha, and grow a beard.
Throw them off.
Right. They'll just be like, what?
We are not the people.
And I'll be like, wow, pubes, and they're like, what? All right. So under all of these, like those are all of my abilities and stuff under the rogue features. Okay.
I think that's all stuff from what you do.
Okay. Just making sure.
Now, if you want
guys, I'm sorry.
yeah, you can expand it unless it says you can get it at level 3, 15, 17, or something like that. You have access to it right now. What you have.
Okay.
So. Just like with them, just like with Trevor, Crom, Barbarian stuff. Y'all, that's up to y'all to keep up with. You know, we go on the honor system.
Okay. But the cunning action is kind of like that's like the bonus action, so that doesn't really matter. At 3rd level.
You had a whole turn you missed that you could have decided.
Well, I mean, I looked at some of these, but I didn't know.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, you have time to read it when he's skipping your next turn, too.
That's
He's thinking, man, I haven't seen combat in a long time. What all could I do?
I know.
That's how you missed your first turn.
I was more trying to figure out what was going on the first time I'm skipping, but all right. Well, if I can just do sneak attack again, then I will do that. And then,
No, now that you're hostile to it and you're in its face,
That's right.
you won't get sneak attack again.
yeah, that's right. Well, fine then. Okay. Let's see.
I think as a rogue, you can use your bonus action to disengage, right?
He can hide. I was about to tell him. I was like,
Okay, so
that's
you
what I
have
was
to take your
wondering.
action to disengage, and you won't be able to attack again. But then you can move out towards the other one. That's what I was getting at. I thought maybe you could do it as a bonus action.
If we hit one of these fly things, can that continue to fly?
the best.
They don't have to like come down and take them damage. Unless like we hit a 20 and they hit a 1 or something.
I was gonna say, as a rogue, like the best like attack
she
plan is
killed the
to
SW.
hide, like before
Yeah,
you
she-
sneak attack,
Right.
and then you
I'm just gonna do
attack,
that. So
and
still know where the
then
body
you do
is.
your cunning action, which is basically a bonus action. Then you disengage and hide, and you do it all again. Rogues are really fucking broken.
So,
I'm throwing it out
that's how it
there.
was in WoW too. But
You
okay.
get basically like 3 things.
So all right, I will use my
Do what?
rapier.
Towards it.
I will use my rapier to attack it.
Attack the first one, though?
The one, yes, the one that I am in front of. So,
Do it.
this one. space.
Maybe throw something for his bonus action?
No, that'll be unattacked.
I don't know what you want to do.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything.
And forge.
No, that's an action.
But like, just let look around at possible forge.
Okay.
Perception on landscape.
So if I were to hide, what is that?
Hidden behind plain sight. Just it makes sense since you're a shadow.
Like a peekaboo.
I will say that. What time is it? Rising sets to the west, and the sun is this way. I was thinking maybe shadow would be cast from the hill or something.
Well, yeah, can I
Stop
not
the
use
case.
his shadow again?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, side action. Bam.
There you go.
Blend into his shadow. You're,
Well, he has to roll hard.
you have to roll it
Yeah.
Oh, 20.
against what?
Do it.
11.
Against
And then he has to roll stealth to hide. So then you add your stealth to
Good,
that.
good stuff.
Yeah, plus 5 stealth.
16.
16. Okay. You think you're pretty well hidden. You're pretty confident they're not going to find you as his shadow. Right? But the battlefield is open and they have high ground. Maybe they're seeing you, but you don't think so. Alright, so Oscar's method's fine. It's going to use a summons.
Yo, I forgot that we had like a whole other ice method and then that great stitch.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
I
still
mean,
there.
kill 2 of them.
Yeah.
I just
He
like
didn't
that I
get
can
like-
use him as a meat shield. I'm like, oh look, your shadow.
Now it's 4 on.
He's like in full armor.
Yeah, he's fine.
So the ice method is going to extend its claws, just one claw, we'll say that, and then from the fingertips they elongate, 4 of them shoot out, stab in the ground. Nothing happens. That's his turn. Alright, so now it is
I need a manicure.
Action's Wade.
No, they did.
They threw that javelin.
Yes, I said they threw the
I feel
javelin.
like there's like the golems are just sitting around watching. I feel
Oh,
like
they're
they're
dead.
like some of them from the other side just walked over here and like, look at this.
No, roll.
Hey, it's those guys.
Instruction Wade didn't ever move. Okay, so he's going to move up to Darius Buck, sidestep the slain. However, it gets in your face.
He wants to get right here where it was.
Yeah.
Hey, why do
No,
you see us
to the side.
daddy
Where the
out
javelin?
right here?
Yeah. Don't walk in front of the camera, buddy.
Where the javelin is.
Correct. You know that the javelin is on his person. He took it up and stabbed it.
Sure.
Stand where the devil was, not this.
Sure.
It's going to attempt to attack you with it's a long sword.
Seemingly from the amount around
What,
you.
13?
13.
Nope. So it swings at you. Right across, misses. That's its turn. Top of the round. Skyreaver's dead. It's dirty. Man, I keep getting in your face and it's a mistake.
Throw on your javelin.
Because that was the crushing weight from
Right.
javelin action.
14 to hit.
14 to hit. Man, just is.
8 plus my D6.
It swings, misses. You dip back, you mimic the slash. That's your next. 9 damage.
When did you do that on?
The one that attacked me.
Crushing weight.
I'm just ignoring the ice. Yeah. I want me to run now because it's so pathetic.
Alright, so now it's Soul, it's your turn.
I'm not. How high is the second mud one? 15? Yeah, that.
Mud muffin.
Somebody got taken by the muffin.
So any weapon I'm gonna try to hit it with, I got a pro.
Unless it's a reach weapon. It says it can reach a lance or something like that. Even so, I think it's on 10 feet.
With dual wielding, can I throw 2 long swords? With my 2 weapon fighting, can I throw one and then throw another one? Okay, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna throw the first long sword at it. Yeah.
Alright, we'll say don't add your strength modifier, add your dexterity modifier and no proficiency because you're using it as a range weapon. So we'll do 20, add your dexterity modifier.
If I can hit it with the net, is it
Don't.
going to fall to the ground?
No, probably.
I'm gonna throw the net at it.
Yeah.
I'm good. I've practiced. I'll throw my net at it. And that is a 19.
Yes.
And there's 1 damage to it.
That method?
Yep, second one. Yep, roll up your sentinel dice, right, don't you?
Dr. Pepper. Pepper is
Pepper doing it?
No, Pepper is his own entity.
Did Pepper, could you not use a bonus? Oh, you're far away.
I mean, he could go in. I keep forgetting about him to do that kind
We
of
got
thing.
it.
Yeah.
This is like the pre-boss fight. Like, this
Okay.
is,
So
he's gonna come up out of the ground. Like
through the net, you hit it,
After
one
we
damage.
kill.
Bonus action.
Stab him.
I just remember that he's supposed to have the Ettins from the corner of the corner.
What's the head?
Thing that you want to behead. Twice.
Everything. That's the thing that hits you your popsicle.
Yeah. The thing that I
Oh, the
encountered-
two-headed thing.
Yeah.
Bonus action. What are you doing?
There's nothing to do really.
Do it. Alright. The first one's dead. Second one is going to attempt.
Can I
something.
punch it with an unarmed strike as a bonus?
I think so. That's a non-feature. You do that.
Okay. Did not do it.
Alright, Mudmuffin's turn. It's going to attempt to do something that looks very similar to what the ice method was doing. It scoops up some of the clay mud of its companion and it throws it out. Just out in front of it.
Can it do that when it's in the net? It's strange, isn't it?
Right here, right above you, right? It fell to the ground with 5 feet right beside it, right? Yeah, that's what it's going to do. Either way, it was just for flavor. This is going to take less of that. I'm just going to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll say, yeah, he reached out to the holes in the net. Oh, threw the mud out. Didn't do anything.
Man, it's like so.
Yeah. Doing a lot better. Trying to attack you guys. So, that was its turn. Arvis, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the crushing wave. And shoot it.
What did you have it on originally?
The Skyweaver.
What is your allotted time to move it? Would you have to do it on that turn? Or
Do it.
would you have to move it in that turn as soon as you killed it? Either
It
way.
just automatically moves
Okay, very good. Go ahead.
until it falls into consciousness. And
16, hit it. Wow. Just misses. It holds up its sword, hits it, the radiant energy just ripples across his weapon. And that's it. Bonus action.
then
Or was it your bonus action to move the hunter's mark? That's not the case. It should just happen.
it just happened.
Okay. A long time so long.
Yeah. Nah.
That's it. Alright. Ice method. Again, other hand extends it. Shoots out 4 shards of ice from its tip. Nothing. Whatever they're trying to do, it doesn't seem to be having any kind of effect on the.
No, it is
Feels
a
bad.
bonus action to do that.
Okay, so that would be one
I-
action. Do you do anything with movement? No? Okay.
I like
So
where
that
I'm
was
at.
his turn.
Away from
What happened?
everybody.
Crashing wave. Weaver is just gonna. Not Sky. Weaver, crushing wave. Reaper. Very simple. So it's gonna try to attack you again. Hit. 17. Misses.
Yeah, we both got SA 18.
He swings at you, just slap it away with the blade. Looking good. Alright. Stop it. Your turn.
Well, I'm gonna do sneak attack on the second mud bucket.
Second map. Okay. Yeah, the one that's in the net, so you get advantage
Right.
on your attack. Okay. You use a sneak attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hid, you didn't know you were there.
Do you get any other advantage because in that restrained?
Okay.
20. Yeah.
No, you roll again.
Oh yeah, got advantage. Thank
Advantage,
God.
roll again, take again, take the higher.
Oops. 3. That's not much better.
7
Wow.
plus what? 7 plus what?
Which was the 5, yeah, plus 5, so 8.
7 plus 5, right?
No, I'm saying that's 3, and then plus 5.
You take the higher, not the lower. What was the first roll you did?
One.
You're 1.
Yeah, you missed.
No, yeah, it was not good.
Bonus action.
Hide again.
So, at the shadow, you swing across the ground, you reach up, you come up, and you stab it in the mud. And you realize it's the one that was already dead.
And
They slither
shadow.
Hide, swing back into the shadow. Okay, roll step. Are you doing that as the hide action? So roll step.
What's your turn?
Yeah, plus stealth, which was 5. So
18.
You think you're pretty good.
This is the best hide and seek ever.
Alright,
Thank God.
so it's your turn, top of the round now. It's Thursday again.
I don't know why I bothered to show
Y'all
up.
taking any damage?
I took 7. We all got. Everyone but you got hit
I was like,
once, right?
no.
Nobody's touched me. I'm
Oh,
up
you ain't
here.
got
Too
hit.
far away.
Look at
That's
me.
why I wanted to be a ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I kept trying to run away from everything.
Watching you goons.
9 to hit the nope.
Stay where I'm at.
Bonus action? Another bonus action? Alright. So.
Am I gonna end up, if I attack it with these long swords, am I gonna end up slashing my net apart? I can't like find one of the holes and stab it.
Tall shot, yeah. You would add a 4 to its AC, tall shot.
Or to its AC. I don't like that. I'll
But if
take.
you do damage and let you, you do plus 8 damage.
If I do what?
You got advantage anyways, restrained. So
Okay, so I have advantage.
you can say it's got plus 4 to its AC, or you can just say it's minus 4 hit. However you want to say that. The counter of that so would be 8 extra damage added on. Whatever the numeral is that's working against you when you do a called shot, it's more so.
Or I can destroy the net and do it normally.
Anyway.
Okay,
It'd be plus 8 damage if you hit it. If you want to do that.
I'm not gonna do that. Like you said, I'm gonna just.
I said you would have advantage, but you have disadvantage because of the called shot and advantage because that's going to be a straight roll. So anyway,
No, I don't wanna do
you don't want to do that. Okay.
So I'm just going to box my net. Stephanie, you can yell if you want. Say box my net, and I'm going to do my first. Today, you said I add what, but don't add it to the second one?
You don't need proficiency on the offense, right?
Okay. So first hit. 8 plus
What's your strength?
plus 1 on the first one.
Oh, the first one you.
I just add, but I'm gonna expend
Okay.
the dice. So it's a 11.
Hit. It hits.
It does.
What are you trying to hit? Thing in the net?
Yeah,
I thought you weren't going to hit the thing in the net.
it's the only thing over here to attack.
Oh, okay. Then so that with the plus 4, you got 11, and that does not hit.
So I'm gonna use a dice because I didn't think it would. Okay.
I thought you already used the dice and got 11.
No, I have my 8 plus 3 on attack bonus for the first swing. So 11. And then hit, so I'm roll. So 14. It still misses?
Call shot.
I'm not doing a call shot.
So you don't care to swing from there?
No, that's what it
Okay.
said. So 14.
Tiffany, you're saying I get you now.
Yeah.
I thought you were just disengaging going after somebody else.
No, so
Gotcha. So you swing, you carve up the net.
and
How much damage is that?
it's gonna take.
I lost that.
No, two damage. And then I can now I've slashed through the net, but is it still partly restrained? But it's not flying, it's on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to do my second normal swing, and I add the strength modifier, but not my dexterity.
The only reason you did dexterity is because you're throwing that. The first strike, you should have added strength, and proficiency. The second strike, offhand, you just say strength.
Okay. 16.
That is.
Yeah. And then the damage on it. 4 damage. Sweet. And
It's taking some damage, but it's not looking too bad.
yeah, I'm going to use a second one of my dice to add. I'm going to use another superiority dice
Yeah.
to add damage to that 4.
Okay, good. Is that how it works? Can you add 2 hit and 2 damage?
Yeah, there's like 4 different things I can do, and I have 4 dice. So the second one,
Combat superiority.
Do you get those like every day?
So you're reading off from where at? 'Cause it's level 10, superiority dice.
I-
4 superiority dice, which are D8s. Expending when you use it, you can regain all your expensive superiority dice from the short or long rest. And expend it to gain a number of different.
the only thing that changes the levels is I get more dice, and I can use it as 4s, any of
You can
them.
add it to the damage and the hit.
Yeah, I can do any of them on any of the dice, and I have 4 of them a day. Be short or long rest. The reason I chose Monster.
Pretty dang.
So,
Very cool.
so damage is another 4, so 8 damage.
Gotcha.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
So it's turn now. So move 30 feet in the air. Keep into the tactic it's been doing.
Gonna stay above us.
Right above you. It's gonna swing its arm wide. Strew some mud somewhere in the field. Strew.
Strength.
Nothing. They're flailing around.
Somebody.
They're flailing around and it's not doing anything for them. So that's its turn. Abbadon, you're up.
Alright, so
I would have bought train hats.
it's back in the air,
Wait, what?
right?
I chose which one he did the retroactive attack and you in the ice again last time. Just put him in the head.
Oh.
Just put him in right there. That way I don't forget where he's at. Instead of going back.
So is that's back in the air now?
It's in the air. 30
You
feet.
can't really sneak attack
30
something
feet in
that's
the
30
air.
feet
Throw
in the
your
air.
dagger.
I was about to say that's the only thing I can do.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a sneak attack because there's no one engagement hostile.
Okay.
And it knows you were there. You had to be a DC 20 to hide, 16, 18, I can't remember.
Something.
But it was right there to see me that time.
If he's not touch you.
Okay. Well,
He didn't beat DC 20. Y'all cooking them though. Quite good. Not doing too hot. Just so y'all know this thing that if they each keep trying to attempt to do, they've got a 25% chance of succeeding in it. And every time they fail.
They've tried like 6 times, something like that.
Between each of them, it's been 3 times altogether.
so how does this like Shadows Embrace work? Like I'm trying to make sense of that and how it could possibly be relevant.
Everything on this dark pass starts with the Shadows Code Embrace. Third level, you go into dark. Just lets you see if there's no light, like it's dark out, there's no torchlight or whatever you can see.
Okay.
If you remain in Shadows Code, you
Above
gain
that.
proficiency. If you already have proficiency, it's double. So basically, just for trying to hide in the shadows.
Okay.
Proficiency or double proficiency.
Okay.
Just stacks on the dice you roll, the effectiveness of what you're trying to do.
Okay.
You're trying to be stealthy.
Well, I'm just gonna try and throw my dagger at it.
Do it.
So the last turn wasn't really beneficial. This one's probably not either.
Not the hit.
Yeah.
Plus what?
Plus what we got.
Dagger is +5.
Dexterity plus proficiency and expertise. Would you double that proficiency? Let me see expertise real quick. Guess you have it out there. I'll double that. And expertise. No, that's almost sneak attack, isn't it? Oh, there it is.
Things are in the air.
No, doesn't matter that. Dagger. Dagger. You food, you got 5 to hit.
I basically just threw my dagger.
You just barely missed. Barely. You flew right by it. And,
You just sail off into nowhere.
no, I mean, you think you connect, but on closer inspection, if you see it's not fully formed mud flat wings. You throw it, it just goes right through the hole of the wing. Would have been a clean
That's
hit.
skill right there.
If you've been trying to do it, it would have been really impressive.
Did you see where it lands?
Yeah, it's about to
No
happen.
perception. You're throwing straight up, so it should fall down pretty well, right on top of the hill or something like that. Give me a 10.
20.
20. Yep. You know exactly where it lands.
Okay.
And it goes up and down. It's right here.
I have an arm on me. I'm standing here.
Yeah.
Over there.
He threw it
But I threw it
hard.
Is it a
We had
boomerang?
called it.
Ready to drop. Wing carrying it. That's where it lands.
Okay. I can't go around and get it, can I? That's unfortunate.
You can use your bonus
pick it
action
up
faster. Can't roads do that?
But
Yeah,
I mean, it's
You
gonna
can
be,
reach 60 feet.
it's gonna be
Probably reach it.
sitting
You could
there.
probably reach it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sitting there. Is that your only weapon?
No, I've got the
Okay.
rapier still. So,
Okay. I got plenty of stuff to throw at it. So, like, I got like another 5 handheld things to just throw that if I lose, then it's
what about
whatever.
all your rocks?
We only have 1 rock, and that's powder, so.
Hey, camera.
Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna dash to go get it.
You're gonna dash to go get it?
I mean, I don't know that's gonna happen.
Point of order. We're going to stop the camera. Oh, I see now.
So,
Get up. Don't hit that. You need to go back to your bedroom, buddy. Arms, just had your turn.
I didn't do anything.
Have bonus action. That's not the same. Not having any luck summoning another method. It's just going to try to attack. What's it doing? No, yeah, it's just I don't have the camera anymore. All I have is the webcam. That's what you got. Use what you got. Technical difficulties we're working with. Trying to get y'all in out of here. 6 swings, misses. Swings, everyone misses. Unless y'all want to just end now in the middle of combat, I hate to just hop in the middle of a nearly completed combat for the next time. It's up to y'all. You can lose if you're singing the royal if you just want to be in the shadow and cut and run. They're in no danger with that. They've only got
I got stuff to throw at it. Stephanie can shoot it.
That was the whole point of making y'all.
He's fine.
You because sometimes you can't always be here, and you because I'm super bad at it. So you got cut out.
I think we're pretty close.
Judging by my last 2 turns, I've been useless, so.
Yeah, but we kill this thing, we'll move over there, and 4 of us attacking those 2. So
21 to hit you this time. You got you that time? Aggravated with some of those missed swings. Crushing wavering. Now swinging his launch will guide you. And you see this blade is jagged and made a sharp teeth. Fashioned out of some bones.
Might be something to look at later.
I'm probably gonna loot everything after everyone leaves.
You're over there, son.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Don't see bone pieces. Sword.
I
You've got
hear
mud in your eyeballs.
I hear Dersman's reaction, and I know like he would only react
Team?
that way if it was Ice Bone Team.
Ice bone.
12
Ice
damage.
Bone Team made of bones with ice coverings, with ice and them.
First good hit they have landed. 12 damage. And
Still not even half.
then it's your turn.
Let's see if
Get
this
on, big
goes
guy.
like it did last time I took damage. That'd be a shitload of damage.
1
Oh, you missed? What are you swinging with?
special sword,
But yeah, that's what sharpness.
Crit fail. As he swings and cleaves, you know, the reverse of what you did with the Skylar, you're swinging up. He's swinging down. He swings across like that. And you just strengthen your arm leaves and you just drop the sword.
No!
It's right at your feet.
I'm so glad I'm
Crit
not
fail,
over
that's what
there,
you get.
'cause they would have hit me.
Bonus action.
Right before this, he said they're not in any danger.
Yeah. That he was. Bonus
Okay.
action. You got a bonus action.
I
Bonus
will-
action.
I'm gonna grab my sword and put up my shield.
With my strong hand.
I vote after
yeah,
this
that'll work.
fight, we don't
Bonus
help
action,
people
sure.
out in the distance.
So, your turn. What you got?
Why do you think I just stay in the shadows now?
We don't know what you're like here. I'm going to. I'm gonna throw my great axe at him flying above us.
Okay.
Can I throw it 30 feet? He's 30 feet above us.
Certainly try, yeah.
It's a disadvantage from doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna do that then.
Yeah, add your adjust your dexterity, make efficiency.
Just
Each
my
one
dexterity.
D20 plus the dexterity, my friend.
So 0 for dexterity. Okay.
That's the D20.
11, and I'm gonna.
Has that hits?
That hits.
Doesn't have an extremely high AC. When I thought you were trying to hit the net, or that was a little bit different.
Oh, okay. So that hits.
Just
Uh,
hits. So that just hits.
I mean, that one's not questionable because I can add that before or after. So I'm not going to use my superiority dice on that one. So for damage, is a 7. And I'm gonna add this last superiority dice to the damage roll about. Okay.
Alright.
And that's a 6, so 13 damage.
It's looking really rough.
And do I see where my great axe lands, or you hit and I catch it, or fall down beside it?
Perception.
20. 23.
Abbadon, you're up. Oh, alright. Unless you want to leave.
No, I'm struggling here because
If you throw the red here and it misses, we can go. You can move over there to get your dagger. That's where we're going anyway next. Or you can go pick up the great axe.
just really didn't give me any kind of good range to anything. That's the problem with being a rogue.
I'm doing that.
Good. Well, I'll make the kind of movement to run over to the guy on the
Oh my
ground.
God. I only had like 5 feet left,
No, you don't.
You get that movement every turn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, wait, yeah. So does it like reset every turn, or does it just like movement?
Resets every turn. You get movement every turn. You get actions every turn. Movements every turn. Bonus.
Well, I didn't know if it
I'm
went
sorry.
back to 100%
Yeah.
every
No, yeah.
time.
You get
No,
your
the
movement
red here,
every
you're gonna
turn.
move over there and get that dagger and throw it. Just go fetch things and throw it at.
Okay. Well, in that case, so that's the one that's on the ground now?
No, that one's flying. This one's dead.
Well, right, on. So then,
That one's in
one's
there. That one's on the ground. That
that's
one's
right.
dead.
Okay.
Whatever you're saying, that's on the ground.
I was,
Oh, okay, you're pointing the question.
yeah.
There's that arrow. These are
I see
arrows.
that. I just didn't. I thought you were talking about another
If it's
ice.
more than your speed, you can dash to it, and that gives you 60.
That's right. Okay.
Get up in there. Wrap this thing up.
Okay. Well, then, in that case, I will dash to it. And then, am I allowed?
There's in its space, and when you get in range with an attack, you can get sneak
I
attack.
was about to say, yeah, so he's
I don't-
still engaged.
I don't think you have to dash.
But not
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
But no, I don't.
If you're attacking this, you could just move right here and be inside both of them.
Well,
What are these lines?
Yeah,
that's just the it's just
Oh,
it's
he
an
can go over that. You don't have to dash. Where you gonna be? Here.
Yeah, I'll be here. I thought I was picturing that as like Steve's face
Yeah,
of
no, it's just a steep incline of the hill. Like I said, that's level ground over this underneath
Right,
it.
right.
It's a dungeon, a cavern they've been inside.
I just figured that was like wall. Alright, well yeah, then I'll sneak attack. Rolling down. 9.
Does the sneak attack give you any advantages?
Let's see.
Sneak attacking and crushing wave.
Maybe you can let me understand this.
Okay, so if you hit it, you can add a d6 to your d8 plus 30. So you want to also add that 5. So
Can I do a short rest by riding on the back of somebody's
Nine,
horse?
so you got 14.
Sir? Somebody else is steering the horse. Can I ride on the back behind them on that same
14,
horse and do
yeah.
a short rest?
Do what? 14 to hit? Yep. No. So to hit the. What are you attacking with?
Well, my rapier at the moment.
Okay, so yeah, he just connects with his sharp tooth longsword. Oh, just parries your attack away. You would have hit, but he has a +2 to AC with a melee weapon.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna have to hide again.
I'm nervous or
Shadow
shadow.
disappeared into his shadow or Dirge, please.
Yeah, there's this.
Alright, roll D20. Give me another 20 because you just added
11.
11. Okay, so you disappeared in the shadow.
Which was 5, I think,
Pretty-
still.
Pretty
Yeah.
confident. If you don't give me a 20, you're pretty confident he's seen you disappear. So that was your turn. Now it's the Mud Method's turn. It's going to try to attack Soul. It's not going to try to summon Mud Method.
It didn't work now.
It's not working out. 18 hit.
18 to hit?
Yeah.
I've gotten 18 as
That
AC.
meets your AC. It hits. Great.
No! 26 damage?
6. 3 damage.
3 damage?
Flies down. Strikes you. Flies right back up. 15 feet.
Oh, is that 15 feet now?
No. What did I say? 30 before?
Yeah.
That'd have been as far as you got. Yes, it's melee we can now. Right above you.
Kind of right above me.
Yep. So that's as far as you can go.
Like
That was his turn.
5 feet above me.
Artemis, you're up.
Alright, in bonus action, transfer my Hunter's Mark to the Mud Method. That
Kill it.
is bothering 4 soul.
Kill it.
I'm gonna go ahead and go again and see if I can get it with the smaller bonus. Doesn't fucking matter. Roll a 2.
Oh, okay, I thought it was a 1.
Very close.
Bonus action.
Wait a second. I got 2 plus 9,
+9.
11.
That hits.
Yeah!
Were you trying to hit the mud method? That hits.
Yeah! I was like, wait a second. It's
Yeah,
gonna
important to call
11.
that.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so
Damage.
1d6.
Now this AC is 11.
6.
How you want to do it?
11.
How you want to do it?
Again, I'm just like angrily just like, why are you guys being stupid? I just was trying to help. I don't even know who I was trying to help at this point. And leave Soul alone. Piece of shit. Just ranting.
That should be the title of this episode. Leave Soul
Leave Soul alone! And you draw a motion, but just fire at it.
The motto.
And the radiant energy just hits through it, and all of it just disintegrates as it strikes it. So that's where we'll end. Crushing wave.
Aww.
Crushing wave. Reaver. Alive. You don't want to leave him that way. Next session is
We
not.
can kill it the next 10
You
minutes.
can ask questions.
Exactly. Because I killed the other one. And so it was the Ice Method's turn and then its turn. There's 2 of them left. That's where we'll pick up.
Because I want to know why they were fighting. And why they attacked
Over
us.
golem
But
rocks.
we tried to help.
Now, y'all would have noticed the Sky Weaver's eyes. Nothing going on with them. This one's eyes are like solid white. No iris, no pupil. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but something's amiss there with him. So and that was the session. Good session. For those of you on YouTube or Patreon, thank you for tuning in with us. We'll see you next time.